Okay, so thank you for allowing me to record. So basically, this is a buyer presentation of condos.com, how we work. And we actually specialize, as I mentioned to you when you called, about new and pre-construction in our condo marketplace. So if you buy now, you get cash back with us. And that's one of our interesting points. A little
Mm.
bit about myself. I am the national sales manager. And I'm an expert in the real estate industry. I've been doing this for over 28 years. Specialize in commercial development and residential sales. And as I was mentioning to you before we started recording, my background for 7 years of my career, I was a mortgage underwriter. So that really sets me apart from a lot of my colleagues because primarily my background is a lot in financing. And I do have a good sense of real estate in the sense of, experience. And I understand the market very well, especially here in South Florida. I also developed the intuitive selling process, and I am a coach. I coach realtors and buyers and investors in the process of buying. I am also a published author. I have my first book. My second book is coming out. It's basically law of attraction meets real estate. That's what it's about. And I reside here in South Florida with my husband, my son, and my little two fur babies. Do you have any pets?
I don't, but I do love animals. I love
I'm an
dogs.
animal lover, so I always ask that because some people say we have like something in common. So I always, request that. And this is me when I'm actually, all dressed up. I think you saw me in the video that I was dressed up. So this is
Yeah,
me a little bit dressed down. Um,
beautiful both ways.
oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I was interested, Andrea. You mentioned that you found us through my YouTube channel, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so you were just kind of Googling and it popped
Yeah,
up?
I just like to, because I'm not from Miami and I'm looking to move there, I like to watch anything I can find on Miami, the condos coming up, pre-construction, and that's how I've gotten here.
Oh,
So
wonderful.
your video came up when I was just looking at pre-construction condos.
Yeah, it was
Um,
interesting that you navigated to our website and then I connected with you with the live chat that you were connecting with me.
yes.
Wonderful.
And may I ask you a question? So would I, if I was working with you, would I then bring a realtor
No,
or?
that's what I'm going to explain to you right now. Our
Okay.
services to you are free. We would
Okay.
represent you as a buyer. Do you have a realtor?
Not officially, but as I've been investigating, I have gotten in touch with one or two, but not committed yet. Uh,
Okay. Yeah, I would be your agent.
okay.
Yeah, I would be your agent. So basically, one of the benefits that you have here with condos.com
Mhm.
is number one, we're very concierge service, as you saw that day that we connected. I don't know if they ever did a presentation for you, the other agents that you have been speaking with. Have they scheduled like a presentation for you like this?
I have had one in the past. Yes.
Okay, good. So basically what we do is we start you from the beginning to the end of the whole process, okay?
Hmm.
And obviously we're going to assist you in comparing and doing the reserving of the actual condo, which is going to meet your needs based on your lifestyle or maybe investment needs or situation. That's going to be the primary focus when we're looking for something. In addition to that, when you close with us or you hire us, we give you either cash or crypto rebate at closing.
Right. That was one of the reasons why that was what attracted me because
That
that was
was that was
the
sexy
first
to
thing
you.
that-
Like, you know what? I like that. I like money
Yeah.
back in. I like having a rebate money back in my
Yeah.
pocket.
Right. It's risky to invest, and anything that can mitigate that risk is desirable.
Absolutely. I'm gonna have a conversation about that, about risk.
Mm.
Because that was my prime conversation at 7 a.m. with one with an investor.
Mhm.
And real estate is a long-term investment.
Mhm.
Real estate is one of the most safest investments you're ever going to make.
Mm.
And if something does happen, you retain your asset.
Right. Right.
It's really a long-term investment. Real estate, in even in school, If, when you're doing financing or investing or your MB, they know, that that's an asset you should hold for the last 5 or 10 years.
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it works. And the longer you hold it, the more you gain.
Yeah.
Depending if there's a market that, it's a seller's market and you want to maybe, sell when it's high and things like that. And rates right now are very low. So things like that, I always say you want to look at, okay? As far as like your documentation process, you've purchased before, so it's not your first rodeo financing. Would you be paying cash or financing this property?
Financing.
Okay, so if
And
you're
my
financing, we're gonna help you streamline and manage all that paperwork that goes into purchasing a condo. So we open up, we have a whole process for that to actually help you and facilitate that for you. As far as construction updates, effortlessly, we're gonna keep status with you. No, contact the developer, inform you, keep everybody at the same page in the process, which is, very important. And then in the state of Florida, if you've never owned property here in the state of Florida, you have buyers have a lot of rights that protect them. A lot of people are migrating to Florida, not just because of the weather, because California has beautiful weather as well, but because of the laws and things that protect buyers and tax purposes. Okay.
Yeah.
So as far as that's concerned, there's a 15-day rescission period when you purchase a condo here. And in those 15 days, they're going to give you the actual condo bylaws, which actually outline all the bylaws of the building, regarding rental, regarding pets, regarding any of the amendments that they have that they actually recorded in the court regarding that property. And you have 15 days to review that. And we also have 15 days to go over your financials and secure the type of loan that we kind of discussed before in the preliminary stages before we started searching. Okay. And then within those 15 days, we have that, what they call the due diligence process. So I don't know if that was explained to you before, but I think I'm kind of like an educator.
Yeah.
I work with my investors or second home buyers, which are very educated. They love, being 10 steps ahead of everything.
Absolutely. I appreciate that.
So what's the process? So our services are free to you. And I'm glad that you asked about the realtor, because I think I asked you when I booked you if you had a realtor, and then you had mentioned no. But the first step here is, hiring us. And by that, I mean, basically say, you know what, I want to work with condos.com. BB, you're the person. You guys are a good fit for me. I like what you offer. Let's go ahead and move forward. There's no cancellation. There's no fee that you pay us. It's just basically saying that you're going to be loyal to us, because we're going to be working for you and providing information, making appointments. And, there's a relationship that's starting. Right. And obviously, you engage in the concierge support. I don't know if you've worked, I'm sure maybe you've worked with or not. It's called Base Camp. I will open up a profile for you as a buyer, and then we will upload information and keep good communication with all parties that are going to be involved with us. Then if there's going to be financing, we'll go ahead and look at those terms and see what programs are available right now and get you, the proof of funds, which is a pre-approval letter when you're financing, so that we can start, basically searching for your property. Once we find out, we go into an agreement with the builder, and basically there's a reservation, and then there's a 15-day grace period that we go through. And in that 15-day grace period, we're going to also help you get a loan estimate on that particular property and a projection of what everything would be for that property when it's going to close, and based on the terms that are described in the agreement. Moving forward from there, there's obviously
quick question. Am I required to go with your lender, or I can
not at all,
depending on how everything works out?
No, not at all. Some people already have relationships with companies. However, I will spearhead that for you, make sure that everything goes right for you.
Okay, got it.
So we do have, buyers that have their own relationships,
Mhm.
and we work with them, but we do expedite the process. And since there's, you know, they are colleagues and I do have that experience, it just
Mhm.
makes your whole process a lot easier as well.
Right.
Mhm. Do you have your own financing company?
I mean, yes, in California here, I've worked with lenders, obviously, because I purchased properties.
Mhm.
It would be my first time working with someone in Miami, so
Okay.
I would want
Yeah, if
to.
they have a license in the state of Florida and they provide financing, or, maybe they're with Chase or their national lender, absolutely. And we'll
Yeah,
also look at other, because some of these condos have particular requirements that maybe they can't finance.
right. Got it.
So we'll look at all those aspects. Mhm.
Sure.
Then after, you're basically going to be in the loan process, and the loan process might have us, you're self-employed.
Yes, I
Okay,
am.
so they might, ask us to provide a profit and loss every quarter. Depending on the process, how it's going, just
Mhm.
update, maybe check your credit every quarter. Depends on the developer. Every developer has different requirements, but that's going to be the process of the actual. Let me go ahead and put mute on my phone, just so we don't get interrupted.
Right.
Then obviously, when the property is about ready, they'll go ahead and do the appraisal. There will be an inspection process that you do. We can, do the inspection, and then they issue the title commitment. And then finally, when the property is already ready and it's CO'd, the certificate of completion, they're gonna go ahead and offer you a final loan approval. And you'll call me and say, Bibi, we got the final loan approval. And it's
Mm.
wonderful after the whole process we've been through.
Yeah.
And basically from there, they're gonna go ahead, the developer will schedule the closing.
Mhm.
And it's usually scheduled, about a week or 2 weeks before, depending on the updates that the lender gives them. And they issue 3 days before the closing, the lender, a closing disclosure. This is in the
Mhm.
state of Florida. That
Right.
closing disclosure cannot be very far away from this loan estimate that they gave us at the initial part. Okay?
Mhm.
It'll be
Yeah.
within, unless there's been changes and they've actually disclosed it to you. The laws are similar in California to Florida, because I used to underwrite for loans in California. So I am very familiar with properties and loans in California.
Okay. Got it.
Basically, at the end, you'll have a final walkthrough. It could be done the same day or maybe scheduled the day before, depending on the closing schedule and their calendar. And then you go to closing and you get your keys, and we actually give you a rebate. So talking about, cash or crypto, what is more attractive to you as far as getting money back?
Cash for
Cash.
now. Not
Okay.
yet
So
really.
the money, in a transaction, we can't physically give you the cash, but we can give you a credit at
Mhm.
the time of closing, and you can apply it how you like.
Okay.
Okay. Now, there's some people that apply it towards the maintenance of the property and use it towards that, or use it towards a closing cost, whatever they want to use it for, within the guidelines of the program, they're allowed to use that for. And it's
Okay.
usually between 1.5, depending on a property. Like for instance, the one we were talking about earlier today, before we started recording, that property, there's a webinar, and it explains to you that we can get you 16% back in a lease back program. So
Mm.
that's a whole nother, different product. Okay.
Right. Right.
As far as why invest in pre-construction, well, these are some of the main highlights that we like to compare and point out. Why go pre-construction, new condos versus an older condo? First of all, you're going to save money right off the bat, because there's a rebate that we can get you from our part, okay? Versus spending money in closing costs, you can add that rebate towards to facilitate, to pay for those costs. So now you're looking at maybe pure investment, depending on the transaction. Your offers are automatically going to be accepted, because we do have those relationships with all those developers, and we're very well known in the market, versus being in a situation where you're in a bidding war. Since it is a, seller's market, I'm sure you've heard articles or even shows that you've seen that there's bidding wars on properties right now.
Right. But not on pre-construction, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there is. Okay.
Yeah. There is.
I thought it was just, this is the price, and
No, there's best and final and things like that, but because of the relationships that we do have, we can
mm,
actually get you, a very good deal because we do sell in volume, okay? Versus, an agent that maybe does a couple of transactions a year, or,
mm,
we're a bigger unit. So that gives you leverage to have the red carpet treatment,
right,
okay?
got it.
In a very humble way, I'm saying it.
Right.
If you
Okay.
can read between the lines.
Of
So
course.
basically, as far as builder warranty, there's sometimes people compare, well, an older condo is less. Oh yeah, it's less, but you don't know what's happened to that unit.
Hmm.
I mean, you have the right to do inspections, but
Mm,
if there's something wrong with it, you're responsible for it. I've always preferred to buy new construction and have a builder warranty and be the first one to have the unit. So I know
mhm,
everything that happens with the unit
mhm,
and, avoid issues. Another thing is that a newer condo is going to have obviously new amenities versus in an older building, you can be looking at building assessment with older amenities
right,
because the building and the bylaws will ask if there's something that has to be done in the building, they will ask our unit owners to pay
right.
fee, and then you divide it within the common interest of all the unit holders. New condos that are being built, I would say in the last decade or so, normally have washer and dryers inside. But if you're looking at something that's older, which there are areas that are older, like Miami Beach or maybe Brickell, there's buildings that have been there already for 20 years. They don't have the washer and dryers inside. And a
Mhm,
lot of buyers right now are looking for convenience and privacy.
right.
Yeah. After we've all lived this pandemic worldwide,
Absolutely.
we have a very different perspective of life.
Yes. Very true.
Walkability score. Have you heard of walkability scores?
Yes.
Okay, so that is something that's relevant when you are purchasing a property. Most of the new properties that are being constructed are offering that lifestyle that you don't have to drive, especially millennials don't really like to drive. They're
Hmm.
smart. They don't like car payments.
Yeah.
So a lot of people, even when they're coming to visit, if you're buying something that's going to be, well, I think you're buying it for primary purposes, but you never know if you ever want to sell it or you want to rent it because you have to relocate somewhere else. It's
No,
always,
for sure.
you
For
always
sure.
have to buy with that perspective.
Yes, yes. I do plan to go back and forth. So one of the things I look at is definitely a place that can be rented at least monthly.
Yes. So there's buildings that allow
Mm-hmm.
30-day rentals.
Yeah.
Those buildings, the building that I was mentioning to you that's a little bit up north, it's not in Miami, it's in Broward.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's more of an area of like more residential area. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there is shopping, there are like great dining, fine dining, but it's more retracted
Mm-hmm.
from the city life.
Right. Got it.
But you're in the city life in 20-30 minutes in a car.
Mm-hmm.
Like a gentleman that is buying today from Michigan, I think I'm not sure, but he looks like an ex-athlete. And a lot of people are investing over here. He loves to play golf. So I'm not a guy that goes to clubs. So I'm not really into that. If I want to go to Miami, then I can go, but I'm looking for this. So that was
Yeah.
a good property, the one that I mentioned for him.
Mm-hmm.
As far as equity builder, you know that when it's pre-construction, the developer drives the sales and the equity in the area, and that's what's happening right now. So that's a plus versus when something is older, it's not, doesn't have that advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Got
So
it.
give you an example. You may find a building that is constructed
Mm-hmm.
and you may say, well, why are they have the resales maybe a little bit lower than new construction in the same building? I said, well, there's benefits of buying new versus, something that's already used. You don't know what the motivation of that seller is and what's
Mm-hmm.
happened to that unit. So I always have to explain that to people because sometimes they say, well, I'd rather get something that's not as, maybe less expensive. I'm like, but you have to look at other things. So those
Yeah.
are things that compare because some people ask me that.
Okay.
There's buildings, I mean, I know you're looking at pre-construction, that's not your case, but that's here. And as far as new appliances, that's pretty much a benefit, even the design in the unit, if it's luxury versus, older appliances and things like that. And the process is super simple. You would hire us, we would secure financials, we would tour the properties, reserve the actual unit, and then go into the purchase agreement. Obviously, through the process, when it's done, we secure the financing through, if it's cash, it's cash, but you would finance, so we would get the loan done. And then at the closing, you would receive your credit as a cash rebate. And that's pretty much the complete process with us. I know you called specifically to look at the units, and I was the person that was going to connect with us today. She broke out in hives. So she sent me, let me see if I have the email that she sent me, the floor plans. Give me 1 second. I'm just opening it up. Let's see. Have you seen any of the floor plans of
I think I may have seen some online. I'm not 100%.
Okay. I'm gonna pretty much do what they kind of do in the presentation that they do. So just gonna show you a little bit here. This is how they sell by floor plans. So you do know that the building is going to have, the tower too. There's 2 towers that are being built. The first tower was sold out immediately.
Right.
It was less than 3 or 4 months, which Liza mentioned in the YouTube that you saw, the actual video.
Right.
And I'm gonna go ahead here and show, wait, this is covering here. So there's the Beyond residences that are gonna be in the price point. I think you mentioned to me, I'm gonna have to register here. Give me 1 second. So we get access here. Okay, so basically they have the second tower that they're selling right now. It's not allowing me, I have to put this here. Sorry about that.
No problem.
So there's the Residences Beyond. Oh, wow. Let's just put anything there for them right now. And I'll go through the package that she sent me as well. They're not allowing me to go.
So the Beyond, it does monthly, allows monthly rentals. Is that?
It allows, it's not Airbnb.
Right.
But it allows 30-day rentals. Why don't they allow Airbnb? That is more of a luxury brand, and a lot of the recording artists are purchasing the bigger units, the penthouses. There's, also speculation, quote unquote, which is going to happen, that they're going to have a recording studio in the actual tower too. With I believe that Usher is looking to do a recording studio for his artists there, for artists to record. And it's more of a brand where they're attracting a lot of celebrities and, the events that happen in South Florida, but it's also for business. So
Yeah.
a lot of the businessmen and businesswomen that are leading in their industries are purchasing there because it's a conversational piece. They go there, they have the amenities, they have the entertainment, they're right in the center of, of Miami.
Mm.
And, that's the lifestyle. It's a lifestyle, pretty much. It's an entertainment lifestyle. And, but it's also a luxury brand where the units are completed, are finished with furniture and everything. So I'm going to
Okay.
show you, let me see here, this other video that I have here. I'm going to mute the actual, I don't know why. Go ahead and open this here. Give me 1 second. 11. It's just that this presentation that I have here. These are one of this is like the floor plate that I want to show you as well. Have you seen the floor plate?
Yeah, I think I did see that.
Okay, so the floor plate that this is from 60 for level
Oh
60
no.
to 46. You
Yeah.
have different residences. So here you have a studio. What is your price point right now? I know you had told me like $500,000.
Yeah. So I guess wanting to understand more about the property, I'm either going for a 1 bedroom or possibly even a studio.
Okay.
Um, because if it's the kind of place that I probably wouldn't want to live in, then probably a studio would make more sense that I can just rent out. But if I plan to live there and then rent it out part of the time, then I would need minimum of a 1 bedroom.
So
That
they
makes
have a 1 bedroom that has two entrance. I think that actually I've sold a couple of the 2 bedrooms that has two entrances. So they can rent one part and then they live, when they're not there on the other side. But the 1 bedrooms are in this view right here, and then you have studios, 3 studios here,
right.
right?
So I'm sorry, with the 2 bedrooms, you say it has 2 entrances so they can rent one side and live in the other?
Yes, so for
Oh.
instance, I had a buyer that was buying a 1 bedroom, which was this unit here. And
Mhm.
then, I was just a difference, in pricing. And I was saying, well, for that, she got one of these units that also had the windows here, because this is all windows.
Mhm.
She got the corner unit, but that was, that's million price
Okay,
point.
looking
But it
million.
has it does have, the accessibility of having a one, the 1-1-1-1.
But you would still have to share the kitchen and stuff like that, or how does that work?
No, the kitchen will be on one of the units. And then, I don't know how, I mean, depending, I would have to ask Liza about details, how you would do the other unit. But
Mm.
the way the entrance would be more of like, a studio for the other person.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Yeah, because, and then they do have, the other residences that they have are presidential suites. Those have like, you could do like, a barbecue outside in your balconies and things like that. But on this particular unit here, it just has, a regular, a kitchen inside. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm trying to, locate, because she was supposed to, I'm kind of improvising this meeting.
Mm.
But unfortunately, she was not able to join us, and she usually does the whole setup for us. So give me 1 second, because I do have a recorded one that's in Spanish, but I'll go ahead and mute it and I'll go through the whole presentation
Okay.
with you. So just give me 1 second, because I had it open and for some reason I closed it.
The reason why I asked about the 2 bedroom is, like I said, if I decided this is not where I want to live, then I would want to spend less than, the $500,000 or whatever, get a studio at the lower price and then get another property that I would live in.
Mhm.
But if I combine the two, it probably would come to about $1 million anyway, or something in that range. So that's why I was asking about. So I would really like to see all the different options to see what makes most sense for me.
Yeah, definitely. You want to see the, let me, Let me see how I do this because, but I have authorization from her to show her video. Okay, so this is a presentation that was recorded, and I do have the authorization to share, just for you to know. It's in Spanish, so she basically starts a presentation. With the introduction of the building.
Es real
So this is a little bit about what's going here.
que
So
lo pusieron en un nivel más alto de cualquier club en Las Vegas.
so basically the whole concept of they're bringing Vegas to Miami with a beach.
Mhm.
That's their whole 24/11 concept.
Right.
Life is to be lived around the clock, right?
Right.
Is that something where you see yourself living or just investing in?
Well, I do want to relocate to Miami. I want to go into retirement in the next year or two. I'm
Okay,
53 years old. And I want a place where I will stay there probably 60-70% of the time. But I also want to either come back to LA. I still have some clients here. And also my family is in Africa, being on the East Coast and all that is easier to fly back and forth. So I do want to be able to rent the property out when I'm not there.
okay. So yeah, I mean, definitely this is a property that will rent out and an easier than a lot of other properties, but there's also other properties that we have.
Right.
It's just that 11 is a brand and a lot of people would want to stay in 11 depending on,
Right.
you know, their needs.
Y
So
todas esas,
Right.
los cuales son
so that's what she's explaining there about the club. This is a little bit about what's going on in Miami, okay? So 11 is gonna be built, this is where the nightclub is, okay?
Mhm.
So this is where 11 tower and the other tower will be built, so it will form an 11.
Right. Yeah.
So that'll be a nice view for our actually, our views of our buildings in downtown. And
Right.
this area here, okay, is known as Bayside. Obviously, this is our bay.
Mhm.
And we have, and this right here, this main street that's running here is called Biscayne Boulevard, okay?
Yes.
So the city is going to build a bridge for us, kind of like how we have the Golden Bridge and, you know,
Right.
Brooklyn Bridge. Well, Miami's gonna have now their own bridge,
Yes.
which is beautiful. So that's in the project, and they kind of put that in the rendering right here. You
Yeah.
also, you're close to everything. Here's the art center where all the performing arts is happening.
Right.
Down over here, you've got Brickell, okay? And then this whole area is downtown. So you've got the financial district, which is around right here. So it's close to everything. They're
Right.
also building here, okay, so that you know,
Mm.
there's a hyperloop and there's also a building that they're gonna be building, which I think we mentioned it in the actual video, but you will be able to travel straight to Orlando from here.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's gonna bring in an influx of people here. And the prices of the properties will evaluate even higher because of the location. And the
Right.
Hyperloop is being done by Virgin. And that is basically a train that gets from Miami to Orlando in 23 minutes.
Mm.
It's called the
Yeah.
Hyperloop. So all these things are happening in Miami, just for you to
Right.
know. Now, all
Right.
these other areas that you see will be developed, you know.
Yeah.
We have to speak because everything is being redeveloped. One of the, I have another video that I would send you. It went out, I think you received it. I think I sent it to you. It's called Casa Bella.
Yeah, you didn't, but I did see that on YouTube when I was watching. And yeah, I was actually interested in Casabella initially too. The more I look into it, I think this Park West area is attractive because it's near the whole Miami World Center, that they're building all the new stores and everything. I like being able to walk to places. I thought that, but looking at this map, I see it's a little bit further, but I thought this would be walkable to the Bayside area, where you have all the
So it
museums.
is, it's literally a 5-minute walk.
5 minute. Okay.
Yeah, because you'd be right here, so it's like 5-7 minute walk, because it's 2 blocks. But these
Okay.
blocks are not like New York.
Yeah, like
New York
long.
blocks are very different than the ones from.
Yeah.
They're a
It's
lot
like
longer.
long. Yeah, longer.
So if you're here, you would basically walk from here, and then it's basically 1, 2, 3 blocks, because this
Yeah.
is Bayside. Now, Bayside is gonna have all the high ends, but I'm gonna let you know a little secret, which you can hear it in the video of Casabella. They're going to build a center for shopping around right here.
Right.
So you're
Right.
only like literally like a block.
Yeah.
And that's all being done right now.
Is that part
Uh,
of Miami World Center, or is this separate?
The World Center is this building here. It's the World Center is a building. It's the Paramount.
Right.
Right. So that's right here too. Yeah, that's all
Right.
here. And you
So
have
that
the one museum right here as well.
yes, yes. So that's the same shopping center you're talking about.
Yeah, the shopping center, what they're talking about, the plans are they're gonna build here. They also have anchoring stores. They're redoing a facelift of Bayside.
Right.
So they're just gonna bring high-end, stores. And then you also, I mean, you're literally, if you're here,
Mhm.
Design District is like 10 minutes, 7 minutes away.
Right. Right.
I mean, you can probably walk to, I mean, I wouldn't walk to it, but
Yeah.
you would
it's
probably
close
take an
enough.
Uber to get there.
Yeah.
And you've got Wynwood, which is right here as well, So
Yeah.
that's something that I want to point out, just like location wise.
Right. And would you have any water views from the 11 beyond? I know it's a little further back, but
So if I would buy a unit in 11,
mhm,
I would probably get a higher floor, because you
mhm.
do have these units,
Yeah.
something in the higher floors, and they do go up to the 46. So if you do want like, water view, you could probably, probably on the south, like the south side, you'll probably have more water views, which will be this view over here,
Mhm.
or anything that's facing this.
Mm.
But we have to be objective, because these areas here, this lot here is gonna be construction, there's
Yeah.
one right here, something's probably gonna go up right here, which is, I think it's Nativo. So,
So
you
might
wanna
not.
be positioned, and we can look at all those details if you wanna move forward and look what's available that's
Yeah.
for sale, because these started selling. They started selling right before November 11th, before groundbreaking of the first tower.
Right.
So they
That's my
started
birthday.
selling actually in October, the weekend of Halloween.
Mhm.
And they already had like 300, 400 units
Yeah.
sold. So they're selling out fast, kind of like Tower One, because a lot of people couldn't buy in Tower One, were on a waiting list. So they called those up, and then they put them in contract for Tower Two.
Yeah.
So that's,
I was born on 11/11. So when I heard that number, it's a number that attracts me. I thought, maybe there's something here for me, because
maybe that's why you were attracted
my
to me,
number.
because I always see 1111.
Right. I saw that on your video, and I was like, I that number is very significant for me. So you never know.
It is a significant number. My actual mother-in-law, her birthday is 11/11.
Right. Right. Same as
You're a
me.
Scorpio.
Yeah, that's right.
Very intuitive. I'm a Taurus.
Taurians. All the men in my family, most of them are Taurians.
Oh, so you must get
Very
along with them very well. Men and women have a little bit of a different aspect. I'm going to go ahead and so a little bit about obviously the let me go back here, her little presentation. This is exactly what she's going to show you.
Yeah.
Let me just go a little bit slower, because she talks in Spanish. Do you speak Spanish?
No, I don't, and I'm gonna really need to learn if I move to Miami, because I see.
You
So
know
many
what?
people.
Everybody here speaks it's so eclectic here.
Mm,
You know, it really
El
is.
no cambiar la zonificación.
This person's
Ellos siempre
the
fueron
purchase
una
purchased from outside the
zonificación de
country. So
entretenimiento,
kind of how you were, you're in a
pueden
different state.
tener
Everybody buys
música,
like this.
pueden
yeah.
todo
It's
24
But
horas.
I'm really into Latin culture. I'm into salsa dancing. I'm into
oh, you're gonna love Miami.
Latin food. Yeah.
Lo interesante y
It's not
punto
because of
importante
anything,
es
because I live here, but I was asked because I also, you know, saw in Dubai, and someone asked me, where would you love to live? And I said, I live where I would love to live. I never realized that until you asked me that.
Right.
So basically, there's going to be, you know, there's going to be in your own residence, you know, obviously they have 5-star services. They're gonna have, you know, the deep chop spa and studio. It's the only place that has that a spa. I don't know if you know that.
The only place that has a spa, like condo building. So what you mean?
No, for deep chopra.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mm-hmm. He's the spa is going to be located there as far as in the building.
Right. And it's
So
it's a full spa.
it's a full spa,
Okay.
full service spa.
Okay.
And it's going to have a state-of-the-art fitness center, centering its wellness around yoga with sessions, and top, you know, the top vinyasa masters are going to be teaching there. So they have, they're really kind of doing this where it's all upscale. So it's a lifestyle. So I know it is like an entertainment building, but they're also bringing in the wellness package.
Wellness, and that attracts me too, because
it's just very like, it's kind of like a little bit of flavor of everything.
right.
Okay, so
And
that's something that they're like really focusing on as well. Okay.
Right.
So no matter what time of the day is, you're gonna have all different things you can do, whether it's wellness or, you know, you want to go out, or, you know, there's an entertainer that's going to perform in the other tower, and, you know, because the club is separate.
Right.
It's not in the tower. So that's pretty much. And again, we'll go ahead and we'll schedule another meeting with Liza too, and she'll go over, you know, specifics as well.
Okay, pues.
So basically, it's going to be. Okay. So it's gonna have the nightlife. It also has a 24-hour on the other of the performance and the elements, and the residents can automatically have access to the VIPs, which, you know, if you don't live there, you don't have access to that. The club amenities. Only the owners have access to the club amenities that are like for VIP access in the sense.
And the club is a separate building, but on the same site.
Right, they're gonna have a lounge that's going to be in the building in the tower, but they also have the club, but they give you, as a resident, you're automatically a VIP.
Got it. Okay.
You know, so I mean, yeah, other people can go to the club, not just, you know, other people can go, but I'm saying like the lounge, you'll have like a VIP access, which is part of being an owner of the building.
Right, got it.
Let me just go ahead. Oh no, it put it like fast forward.
That's okay. And
So
then
basically, yeah.
the other tower is for daily rentals. I mean, it can do daily rentals as well as long term.
The other tower, it's going to do, no, they're both doing 30-day. I mean, I can confirm it with her, but they're doing 30 days.
Right. I thought I read somewhere that the other tower.
The hotel version, because there's a hotel part.
Oh, okay. Got it.
The tower 2 is not a hotel.
Yes, I understand that.
Yeah, the tower 1 is more of like a hotel.
Got it. Okay.
Which is a little bit different than tower 2. And as far as like, you know, the best DJs, the pool, they're also doing, you know, they're making the actual, I don't know why this is doing this.
Estrellas. Uno en el piso 65. que se llama Isabel.
Okay, so they're gonna have like this famous lounge called Isabel that they have in Europe is also gonna be there. That's the lounge that I was mentioning to you.
Okay.
Isabel es, lo viste en el video. Isabel es un concepto que viene de Londres, que es un restaurante de 5 estrellas que tiene.
So they're having, the lounge that's gonna be done, the restaurant is in London. It's
Uh-huh.
called Isabel. So they're having that whole setup being done there.
Okay. We have
I've
one-
never been to it because I haven't
have
been to
one here in
London.
LA. We have
Have you
one
been to London?
yeah, I actually went to school there.
Oh, you went
I
to
was-
school there.
Yeah, we have a Isabel in LA. I don't know whether it's affiliated. It's like a restaurant lounge as
Okay.
well. So I
Yeah,
don't know if it's the same brand.
well, it is because if it's the one in London, it should be. I don't know if they're affiliated for the one from LA, but the one in Miami that they're doing in 11 is affiliated to the one in London.
London. Okay.
I don't know about the one in LA, but I do know about this one because, she's mentioning it here.
Un
Okay,
club privado a donde se requiere membresía para
So
entrar.
basically in that, in Isabel, it's only for members.
I got see. Okay.
Mhm.
But then if you own a property,
Ahí-
you're gonna be an automatic member. Got it.
Correct.
Es como.
But that's not like that's a more of like a lounge,
Yeah.
restaurant type of vibe.
Yeah. Well, that's nice. I like that there'll be places to go without having to leave the building.
Yeah, the lifestyle. Mhm.
Uno de esos lugares como Casa Tua, Soho Beach Club, los famosos.
Have you been to Casa Tua here when you were here?
No.
When you get a chance, if you're gonna come back,
Mhm.
that's a nice place to go. That's also a very nice place to go. It's Miami Beach, it's called Casa Tua. They have one in Brickell, but it's more of like an eatery. But the one that they have that's exclusive is in Miami Beach.
Okay.
Y los que quieren estar al lado de los famosos, básicamente.
Yeah, it's basically who's who is gonna be there. That's what she's
Okay.
saying.
Entonces, tenemos otros 4 conceptos culinarios que va a estar manejado por una compañía que se llama Major Food Group.
So they have 4 other culinary aspects that are gonna be handled by a company named Food Group that are going to be in the tower too.
Okay.
Major Food Group es Mario Carbone. Tienen unos restaurantes muy famosos en Nueva York.
So basically Mario Carbone, that is very well known and has very well known restaurants in New York, is going to be spearheading that.
En Las Vegas, Los Ángeles, Tel Aviv y ahora Miami. Ahorita abrieron.
So they have it obviously in Los Angeles, and they have it in New York and now in Miami.
Carbone Steakhouse, ZZ Sushi Bar, Sadel's, y van a abrir los 4 en nuestro edificio.
So have you heard of these locations she just mentioned?
I'm
They're
not-
exclusive.
Yeah.
ZZ's bar, like if you look it up in Miami, it's by membership. So all
Okay.
those are going to be in the tower.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're all like very exclusive places that are gonna be placed. So it is a nightlife, but it's an entertainment. So I don't, I
Right.
always try to like, and especially for businesswomen, us businesswomen need to be, I'm also investing here.
Right.
This young woman that's right here, she's also a businesswoman. She invested there. She got interviewed by New York Post. I'll send you the article.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, it sounds definitely, especially.
Concepto, uno de ellos va a ser francés, otro va a ser americano.
So the foods are gonna be diversified. One's gonna be a French, one's gonna be American cuisine.
Japonés. Entonces,
Japanese.
ellos son de experiencias culinarias excepcional, no básico. Vamos a
So basically she says, they're just exquisite, culinary experience and it's not basic. It's all gonna be very, unique and exotic.
un club, como te dije, en el piso 65, pero vamos a tener 3 con.
So on the higher floors, one of the higher floors, they're gonna have that VIP club. I told you that's a club. They're gonna have performances and things like that. I think she mentioned on the higher floors in the 65th floor.
De club. Ese privado.
Voy a
en el
enseñar aquí, si quiere, yo traje a Isabel para que ella pueda ver lo que es eso. Oh, okay. ¿Tú quieres que
Sí, ahora vean, yo después de cuando termino de hablar de todo.
This is a very interesting presentation.
Mm.
I'm like doing a translation for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Entonces, los clubs. Hay uno en el piso, el primer piso, que es tipo lounge, un poquito más calmadito, tipo Faena House.
So when you were here, were you able to visit Faena?
No, I didn't
Well,
really.
I need to give you a tour.
I know. I need one.
Yeah, I'm gonna take you to
discover
all the great
places
places.
myself.
We'll have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So for instance, during one of the best weeks here, which I love, is Art Basel.
That's when I came and I didn't really know where to go, what to do.
I wish I would have connected with you because I would have given you a whole list of things to do that I was doing myself
Right.
with a lot of buyers and people. But Faena is a beautiful place. It has great food. Chanel actually did a whole venue. They have like a beautiful venue there. They have a great spa too. But I'll tell you something, 11 is gonna have one of the best spas here.
Oh wow, I love spas. So
That's I'm going to the spa on Friday for
Mhm.
Faena, but when 11 comes up, I'll be going there because I'm actually, going to invest. I'm investing in 11. So and it's
do
it's
they
a
have
good place there.
renderings of the spa? Do they?
They do. She's gonna
Okay.
show it. Mhm.
Okay.
Después hay un club en el piso 11.
So then there's on the 11th floor, there's a club. She's
de
going to it.
piscina, tipo Las Vegas. Mira,
Typical
ese
like
es el
Las
piso
Vegas, that's
spa.
the spa, the rendering.
Oh, got
She's-
it.
Este es
She's
lo que
just going to the
estábamos
club right
mostrando
now.
la foto.
So this is the club that they're gonna have, that's gonna be like a sports bar. And you
Mhm.
see these little things right here?
Yeah.
They're going to, when the laws, there's passing laws right now, but they're gonna be able to bet on games.
Oh wow.
Very interesting, like Las Vegas,
Yeah.
the same thing as Vegas.
Mhm.
But we don't have a sports bar here like that. That's like
Yeah.
an elegant sports bar.
Right.
So this is going to be an amazing building.
Yeah.
We don't have anything like that here.
It's unique. For
It's
sure.
very unique, very,
Mhm.
very unique. And people want to go where the things are unique.
Yeah.
Es un sports lounge dedicado.
It's about 8,000
a
square
evento
feet,
deportivo.
features about
¿Cómo
40-foot
se- Vivi, ayúdame con esa
LED.
palabra, como, sports betting lounge, sports book lounge.
Right, so they call it sports betting lounge is what they call
Mhm.
it.
Mhm.
She was mentioning it, so they can watch NASCAR, baseball, boxing, MMA fights. There's about 100 feet, 100 seats featuring each one a flat screen with monitors. Very unique, very,
Yeah.
very unique. Craft beers, different craft beers around the world.
Es
una sala de evento deportivo.
Pero lo que uno encuentra en los casinos, a donde hay.
I was doing the
todos
translation
los
for her in
scores
Spanish.
de los eventos
Mhm.
para que uno vaya viendo y poniendo.
Now it's the reverse.
No, it's reversed. Now I'm doing the reason why I want to do this for you, Andrea, because this presentation was done so well. So I told her,
Yeah.
listen, do not worry. She's like, I just broke out in hives. I'm like, listen, don't worry. We are colleagues. Andrea seemed like a very kind person. I'm sure she'll understand,
Mhm.
but
Yeah, maybe if you have a recording of it or something, you could.
I'm
even
gonna do a recording for you.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a recording for you. And I asked her because I know that you were really looking forward to this. So
Yeah.
this morning she kind of sent me the message, but we can, if you want to be live with her on
Mhm.
Monday, I can schedule something with her.
Right.
Are you available Monday?
Yeah, I'm available. Definitely I know the price kind of goes up the longer you wait, isn't that right?
Yes.
So,
Yeah. I mean, as far as like pricing is concerned, I can get the pricing of what's available for the units for the studios. That's not a problem because I have access to that
Okay, studio and 1 bedroom.
in the 1 bedroom. Let
Mm.
me text them now and they can send that to me. Oh, well, let me see here. Oh. She's gonna send it to me on my phone. Okay, so she'll send me, it's a link that I have. Let me see if our link is still here. I think I have it here. And I can go in, we can see it together. It's like in real time, because since they sell so fast,
Mm,
we have a link that they created for us, and I can see in real time.
mhm.
Give me 1 second, because I have it here. Here it is. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna show it on my phone. So I have the floor plans here on this link. And it would be, so out of the ones that I was showing you on the floor plans, remember which ones did you kind of feel that was like to your
Well,
liking of the floor plane? Let me go back here because I could do the
I
create
guess
plan here.
yeah, I hadn't really started to zero in on them. I thought we
Yeah,
would do all that at the presentation. You would kind of
yeah,
tell me which ones had water views, which ones didn't.
yes. So the water views are gonna be the ones that are facing the actual east and the
Mhm.
ones that face north
Okay.
east, northwest, and northeast, not the ones that are gonna be facing the city. So let me see something here with water views. Um, with water views. She already sent it to me. Studio. Okay. So this is the list here. Okay, let me show you here. So she just texted me the units that are available. So I will need to go to the floor plate because the lines you see here, like it says 7, and we can pull it up here and look at the views. So for instance, starting at 4412, that's a studio, and that would be 12 west. These are all west line, okay? And then you have the 7, and these are the price points, and then we have studio 5s, which are in line 5, okay? And then, consecutively going up.
Mm.
As far as like the 1 bedrooms, these are the pricing of the 1 bedrooms, but this 1 bedroom is priced very well.
Mm.
It's at 687. It has a south view.
So
So
that's
that would be,
not a water view, or is that a water view?
I'm gonna be very honest with you because you're someone that when we're working with someone, we're looking at you like a lifetime, client. This is not like it's gonna maybe have little views in here, but not like directly to the water
Right.
because there's other buildings around.
Yeah, so it's not.
And in the future build, there's gonna be buildings around, so I wouldn't really buy it based on a water view, because if that gets obstructed, you're not gonna be happy.
Right.
So I have to just, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
be upfront with you when you're, because this is an investment and your home that you're doing. You're gonna have spectacular views if you get, you know, a unit, but it's gonna be more, I would say, like the west, right? Let's look at the actual property. There was a part here in the video that actually showed the property in a good position. Let me go back to it. We were at 1843. Okay, so let's look at this part right here. Okay, let's show this again, because this is going to be a little bit easier for you to really kind of zone in to the view. So right here, okay, so the building, when I say it's looking north, it's this way, right? Towards me. If I say south, it's gonna be this way.
Okay.
If I say east, it's gonna be this way, okay?
Okay.
So where you wanna be, there's a studios in a plate that face this way.
Right.
So those are the views that you're asking me for. Because these are, any view that's gonna be facing the east is the water.
Right.
Okay, so there's a line in the plate that I was showing you that shows the actual, let me see here. We had it opened. Give me 1 second. I have so many things open here. Let me put here, recent. 11. Can you see the actual screen right now or no?
I see the building with the views that you had on a few minutes ago.
Yeah, a second. So I have to kind of show you this here. Do you see this right now?
Yes.
Okay, so these are the buildings that have the windows, right? The
Mhm.
studio has this view like this. Not obviously the corner because it's like a penthouse, but if you're looking at a view of the building, it's the glass,
Right.
right? These are
Okay.
corner units, but that's the view that you're gonna be
Okay.
looking at. Yeah,
Yeah. So the water is very far back. So
yeah, well, this is another view, but if you're looking at, it from the perspective of the video that I was showing you, which is
Mhm.
here, I'm gonna show
was
you
that
that.
was that E11 that you just showed me with the views?
That's 11, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you're here, like on this
Mhm.
side right here, this
Mhm.
side here is east, right? You're
Right.
gonna be having these, but you have these little buildings here, you know?
Yeah. So
So
they're
it's
gonna.
kind of like you're seeing the water, but it's not like a direct view,
Yeah, I got it.
right?
Yeah.
You know, it's not a direct view.
Mhm.
It's gonna have water views that you'll see kind of like in this image, but I
Mhm.
just wanna like make, you know, make that clear, because once the building is built and you're like, oh my God, you know, it's not
Yeah.
direct, and it's not.
Since Nativo is coming up,
Mhm.
that might be another thing blocking the view further. I don't know if the south view might even be better.
Well, the south view, you're gonna face this here. This view here. So remember, Nativo is gonna be right here. Do
Right.
you see what I'm pointing to or no?
Yeah, I see what you're
Okay,
pointing
so
to.
Nativo is gonna be right here. So if you get anything here, it's kind of like looking out the window, you're gonna see that.
Mm, mm,
So what would I say are good views? Well,
mm.
I would say maybe this corner, you're not gonna get a corner unit, or anything that's higher up that's facing forward is gonna be spectacular views. It's gonna be a city view,
Mm,
you know?
mhm.
Or anything on the other side, but on the other side and the plate, let me pull it up so that you can see it here. does it keep on pulling this here when I'm doing this? Give me a second. Here it is, the key plan. Okay. So let me stop and share the plate, the floor plate. Okay. So you see these three residences here? If you pick one that's on this corner, you have this glass that comes out. It's kind of like hanging over.
Mm.
You see, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or
Does
like,
a
yeah.
terrace, or it won't have a
No, it
terrace?
doesn't have, no, it's actually, it doesn't have a terrace. It doesn't have a physical terrace. It's just the glass.
Mm.
Mhm. Let me see, resident 13. Are you superstitious about numbers? Maybe you like 11?
I'm partial to 11, but I'm not superstitious.
Oh, okay, because 13 is my favorite number. That's when I was
Oh, really?
born. But some people, I've dealt with also Asian clients. They're very superstitious with numerology, and I do numerology and I do feng shui. So I ask.
Yeah.
Depends on your
So-
belief, right?
So is it that
Um,
none of the residences have terraces, or some have terraces and some don't?
Okay, none of the units are water view units, but the ones that have a tiny bit of water are in what I told you, the northeast or the southeast.
Okay.
You have to be on that east to get those views. These little 2 points here,
Yeah.
studio or here, this studio here will be great.
Mm-hmm.
I would buy, if I were you, this is, if you're looking to buy and have a good view, I would buy something here.
Mm-hmm.
I would buy something in these corners. I don't want to be in the middle.
Sure.
And
Okay.
I like this because it has this floor plan, which it does have a balcony. That's 56 square feet.
This one has
I
the
like that.
balcony.
Yes.
Has a balcony. Where's the balcony? Is it on the
It's right here.
right there? Okay. Well, and how I can't really see any of the writing. So what is the size?
Yes, I'm gonna pull it up in a better way. She's sending me her Google Doc thing that I'm gonna upload to my computer right now.
Because the residence one looks a lot larger, or maybe it's just because it's a different shape.
And again, if we lock something in, we've got like 15 days. She can get on, if she feels like she doesn't want to be present, like physically that you see her,
Yeah.
Okay, let me see if she's because she can talk. It's not that she just had like a breakout.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Bear with me.
Oh, no worries. Sorry, I'm stretching over here.
Oh, okay.
So it looks like the one bedroom start from 600 and something, huh?
Mm-hmm. I think that price point, that's a good price point. And it's on the 30, there's one that's on the 32nd. Well, I showed you the price point.
Well, I didn't get, we looked so quickly.
Yeah, let me show it to you. I'll have it in front of you. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Let me put it right in front of you so that you can see it with me.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So the actual 1 bedroom that I'm referring to, and I'm going to make my screen, see if I can make this bigger here for you.
Mm-hmm.
Can you see it, or do you see it too small?
I can see it.
Okay, so can you see my mouse or no?
I can see your mouse, yes.
Okay, so let's kind of point out here. So we're looking at between these two, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is on the south. So she was saying a little bit of the water view would be northeast. Anything that's northeast. So anything that's here east, these studios. This was on the 32nd floor, 493. Okay, that's on the east side. That's the now this is the one we were talking about 11
Right.
in the corner. The square footage is 405 square feet.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Um,
it
mhm.
has a balcony, or
Yes,
terrace.
those have a balcony. Mhm.
Okay.
You're 56 square feet.
Okay.
Mhm.
But
And
it's
then
not a northeast view. It's not the view we want, or is it?
it's the west view. So it would be facing, it's not facing the view we want. No, it's the
Right.
opposite.
Okay.
Then the view that we do want is the east, which would be Studio 7.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll go back to look at Studio 7. Okay.
Mm.
The other one is facing north, which is like looking over this way, like over the bridge that I was teaching you, that I was showing you.
Yeah.
And I'll show it again and I'll revert back to that. We have southeast, but those are in the millions. And this is what they have left. Unbelievable, these people.
Yeah.
It's just been crazy. And they have a 1 bedroom that's 688 square feet, but I don't know if that's over a little bit of your budget. I actually like, this is south. South would be like looking over like Brickell that I was showing you, which I'll talk to you about that. And that's on line 3. And we'll look at the floor plan for line 3. But let me ask her if she has any here. Do you have northeast? Maybe someone didn't give their deposit. If someone doesn't give their deposit, northeast or southeast, and then we can buy it.
Yeah.
Reserve it. Or southeast. Not in the ones you sent, not in the list you sent. Okay. So let me go ahead and then show you, kind of go through here, show you the actual screen again where we're looking at. So, okay, so let's focus on views.
Mm-hmm.
The east is going to show, obviously, she's talking about the northeast, which would be about this corner unit, which is the unit 11.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, the unit 11 is not a corner, it's in between the building. Okay, so let me show you the floor plate again. Let me actually see if I can like squeeze this here. Do you see like the green part of my computer or not?
Green part? No, I don't see a
You
green.
only see like the presentation, correct?
Yes.
Okay. I know, because Zoom doesn't let me do that. I was trying to do like a split screen for you.
Oh, I
So you
see.
can see like both, but it's okay. I'll go ahead and show you, like, you know, like for instance, let me show you this, how it's gonna be like, you know, staged, because each unit comes prepared with furniture and everything.
Yeah. I'm just wondering how living in a studio. I haven't lived in a studio in a long time. And I don't mind, like, you know, scaling down. That's what I want to do if I'm retiring. But
Like
yeah,
minimalistic.
yeah.
We're really gonna go, we're gonna kind of like practice what this gentleman, what's his name?
Deepak Chopra.
No,
Oh,
what's his
oh.
name? Oh my God, my son is always talking about him. The gentleman that did the Telsa.
Oh, the Tesla, yeah, Elon Musk.
Yeah, he lives like in a tiny house.
Right. I
I
mean,
would not,
I
that's
live in my bedroom most of the time anyway, like even
yeah,
though
well,
I'm
you know,
two
it's kind of
bedroom.
like, yeah. So as far as the floor plate, let's go back to the floor plate, okay? So imagine the city, okay, the water's over here.
Water,
Okay,
okay.
the water's over here, and then you've got these buildings, one museum, and then
Right.
you have the bridge here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this part facing this way is what we know as east.
Right.
This part over here, facing over here, is called the west.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you're buying this unit here, it's a corner unit, you're gonna be having these views here. So
Yeah.
it's really, the buildings are here, maybe from here, you'll have
Right.
that other view that we're talking about. For
Right.
me,
Sorry,
Um,
sorry, BB, sorry. This white part is usually like a solid. Is that like a what? Like why is that not glass? Why is that not a view?
that's
And
like probably like part of the structure. It's the structure of the building.
okay, so that's not a view. That's just
No,
not.
that's not a view. That's part of the building.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's part of the building.
Mm-hmm.
You know, these here, they're like this, they do have views.
Mm-hmm. So residence 1 has a little bit more glass and more window area than residence 11, for instance.
Correct. So resident 1, I'm gonna go back to her sheet so that we know, because that's line 1. Residence 1 is 477 square feet. So this is 477 square feet. These here are a little bit, this one here is line 11. That is 405. So this one
Okay.
here has more square footage.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
As far as the studio is concerned. And if you can, and you want to get a 1 bedroom, then your 1 bedrooms go about, you know, there's a 1 bedroom for on a 37th floor facing north. So north would be here, this would be the city views,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And it's looking over like the highway, and then Nativa is gonna be here.
Yeah.
So that would be here. And that
Okay.
would be residents, let's see, the one in 3703 would be 3703. Oh, actually here.
Oh, okay.
So that would be facing that way. Let's say call that.
And what is the price on that one? Residence 3.
So the residence 3
That's 809.
is 800. There have one that's facing north. It's 809. That's on the 37th floor. On the 31st floor, it's 849. And on the 42nd floor, it's 859.
Huh. And then I don't know, what is the maintenance? Do you have any idea?
It's about $1 square foot
$1 square foot.
for all the amenities, which I think that's very inexpensive. There's other people charging about 100, you know, even if you look at the, there's other buildings charging about 120. So you're looking about, you know, if it's 688, about, you know, $688, you know, whatever the square foot's $1 a square foot.
Yeah.
Or if it's 688 a month.
Right.
And then there's, do you want a higher floor?
Well, I'm thinking for the view, you know, the higher floor might be better, especially if they're putting up structures around. You have a better chance of.
Yeah, well, she said southeast. Let me say something here. She said southeast. We have southeast units that are in the view that you want. We have on the 8th, the number 8, which is this corner unit here, residence 8. Resident 8 on the 16th floor.
Isn't that a 2-bedroom?
Yeah, but why is it saying here it's a 2-bedroom? Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm looking at the 2 bedrooms. We went up to the 2 bedrooms. I mean, look, I was just going with the southeast views.
Right.
That's a 2-bedroom.
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah.
I don't want that big of a mortgage when I'm retiring. So. I want to live stress-free.
Yes, I hear you. Don't we all?
Yes.
Peace is invaluable.
Yeah.
Yeah, peace is invaluable. So yeah, I mean, I think any view you're gonna have here, to be honest with you, is just it's a city, you know.
It's
Park
not
West is a
water.
city. It's kind of saying you're Manhattan.
Yeah, it's not going to be Edgewater or.
No, like Edgewater, if you're looking for like a view of the water, we could go to Masoni.
Yeah,
I would
I think
totally,
it's more important. I mean, I love water views, but I think the amenities, what the building offers, is probably going to be more important to me in the long haul. The view is just an added bonus.
yeah, and this is, you know, the actual furniture they're gonna be putting in there and the styling of the building, it's just a whole nother world.
I would like to see that if you have that on the
Yes, I
presentation.
do. I have it in the presentation that I was showing you, so we can
And
see
what
that.
kind of storage space we have too. Because if I end up in a studio, I would want to know how much space I would have to put stuff.
It's actually, I mean, from what I'm seeing, I'm basically seeing with you here, you know, it's very tight with storage.
Compact, yeah.
Yeah, very compact living. You know, when I lived in Brickell, before I had my son, I lived in Brickell, in Brickell Key, like in the little island.
Yeah,
And I literally, like, I only had what I wore.
just close.
No, I had like, I had like right now, I'm not, I mean, I'm pretty much not like I was then, but it was very simple living, you know?
Yeah,
Because I kind of cleaned out my past. So, you know, that's
yeah,
what you're looking at to really have
yeah,
something that's very minimalistic,
yeah, yeah.
you know? That's something that, oh, wow. So let me go ahead and forward this for you so you can see it. Give me 1 second. Let me minimize this here. And then that way my Zoom doesn't get crazy. Because when I have too many windows open, it just won't open the window that I want. Because it makes me want to close. It makes me close windows. So I do want to go through like the amenities, you know, like, you know, the views, like this is the actual area that the pool is going to be going. This is like an iconic area that is where the DJ is going to play right here in the head. I can't wait to see that.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah, and then they're going to have here, you know, live playing, you know, video. So all these here are cabanas, are VIP cabanas. And each of them have a pool.
Wow.
Do you see that?
Yeah.
No, that place is just going to be spectacular. It's
Right.
going to be one of those places that you just want to just go see. You see
Yeah.
these cabanas have a pool,
Yeah.
and then here's where the DJ plays. So
Right.
one of the things that
Would anybody want to rent this for a month though, is what I'm wondering. A month or longer. They want to go for a week or two.
you know, I feel that yes, because they're there for vacation. They're there. I mean, everything is in the building, you know. They're very close to everything. Everything in the area. By that time that the building is done, everything around it, it's pretty much done as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely it's a rentable place for 30 days, you know.
Y lo van a poner en piso 11.
Then this is like one of the restaurants that she was talking about here. It's beautiful.
That's a rooftop.
Yeah. And this is the other rendering for the other, just kind of like right there.
Todo lo que lleva en la primera torre.
So everything that, you know, you can kind of like, everything that they have, they're going to have a little bridge between the two towers that you can walk from one tower to the other.
Right. Okay.
So that's going to be a nice feature that they're going to have.
Del Hotel de Las Vegas en Miami. Ah, buenísimo. Ahora vamos regresamos a
Just trying to say.
Más VIP, más exclusivo en el sentido que
more VIP things, more exclusive things, the ambience she's talking about. So these are the building features here.
¿Cuál es la diferencia? La diferencia es que es más VIP, más exclusivo en el sentido que tiene el ambiente, tiene...
Okay. So basically, you know, let's talk about the building, you know, a little bit about the building. There's a total of 461 residences, and it's composed of 3 parts. The ones that we're looking at for you are called Beyond Residences. Then they have the Presidential Collection, and they have the penthouses. Okay. We saw the rooftop, you know, basically the views, they're not promoting water views. It's more of like the Biscayne, like little views here and there, but they're like further. They're not like right there in front of you, obviously. Like you were mentioning, Edgewater is right on the water.
Right.
There's other buildings that I can refer you for that, but this is a very unique building, you know, in the sense of what we've looked at already. Okay. The Beyond Member Social Club located is going to be on level 64. The resort style pool, the art, you know, the basically we've reviewed, it has going to have valet parking, and you're also going to have beach club access. So when you go to the beach, you will have a beach club access as a unit owner.
Right. Okay.
Because a lot of people paying for this say, well, you know what? 11 doesn't have a beach. You go, yeah, we do. We'll take you there. You have membership.
Right.
So the building does include that. And that's nice to know as well. Okay.
Lleva cognac rooms, todo lo que, o sea.
So it also has like cognac rooms that she's mentioning. You know, it's all like, it's all about the lifestyle and high status.
Yeah.
Personas para hacer negocios.
And she's talking about what I was talking to you about, you know, if you have a business meeting, I know that you're retiring, but maybe you decide to do something else. What are you currently, what current business are you in?
So I had a med spa, and I still have it for medical spa. So skincare, cosmetics, beauty.
Oh, wow.
Botox, lasers, stem cell, PRP.
Oh my God. So I could definitely ask you about anything.
Yes, yes.
A great friend of mine has a great spa up in North Carolina. You probably know her, Anna Noble.
No, we don't necessarily really interact with spas outside of, you know, our states.
Okay.
I do belong to some kind of an association, but having said that, even though I'm retiring, I'm calling like a semi-retirement because I may still pick up something again. You know, I'm not too old yet.
No, because you look very young.
I know, but that because I'm
amazing.
Thank you.
Tell me what I need to do.
I'm into anti-aging, so definitely, I can definitely talk to you a lot about that.
Oh my God, yes, we're gonna be best friends.
And then another thing I was attracted to the building is it has executive office suites, right? It has offices. So, I mean, I've rented office suites before and put a laser in there and done some of my laser work from there. So maybe
and the clientele that's the clientele that goes there.
Exactly. So that might be an option. That might be an option.
And Miami is like LA. It's,
you
know, beautiful people. It's all about the beauty.
Yes, like I don't mind working part-time, but just not. I have no husband. Have no kids because I've been married to my business forever.
Oh, you do. So. You have your business that's been your baby.
Yes, yes. Time to start living life a little bit.
I hear you. So it's very social. It has a lot of things like she mentions here, you know, as far as like the bridge that's going to connect Tower 1 to Tower 2. You're going to have a service beach for, you know, beach service that's going to be going into, you know, that you're going to have access to. As far as the, these are the different, PMG has done all these different type of, you know, the design group that has designed, it's going to be doing the design of the units, which is what you wanted to see. They've done all these different venues, projects. So she was showing basically the hotels or the office in Chicago and Chief and Canopy and and all the different places that they've designed, the Zodiac Room, which is in a restaurant in New York, and all the others areas here. And
Obvio, cada concepto lleva su propio look, ¿no? No son todos que llevan el mismo.
so they're very particular about what she's talking about and showing is the look that they designed specifically for 11, when they go into very detailed of the look and the feel. So the colors and the selection and the highlights.
That's muy interesante.
Yeah, very eclectic, but very stylish at the same time, and
Cada vez que veo
sophisticated.
el proyecto de ellos, lo veo muy New York.
Yeah,
Sí,
I'm telling her like
pero
totally New York.
usan colores,
Like the
tienen
colors, the
texturas,
highlights.
usan muchas cosas. Para mí es muy sexy.
I would say I'm more of a modern contemporary. So this is kind of a little more traditional, not really my style, but you know, the amenities that the building will offer probably will be attractive to me. So
Yeah, she's going through like the different places here that she's showing. And now she's showing the projects that PMG has completed.
Right.
As far as in New York, they're doing the Waldorf Astoria Hotel and Residences. They've done 111 West 57th. They're very well-known builder.
Right.
But she's, you know, going over the builder,
Right,
which the builder's very well-known.
okay.
Yeah, they have a very, very big portfolio, PMG. And so she's reviewing that here. And then basically we're gonna go into the aesthetics, okay?
Okay. If we could, yeah, I'm really interested in the actual units and then.
Pues mira, esta es la primera torre, la segunda torre se va a construir acá. Las torres.
She's showing where the second tower is going to be built.
Okay. Where is that? Next to this one, or is this?
That's where she's showing you, yeah.
Las residencias adentro van a ser igualito de diseño como te dije antes.
And these are the designs that she's going to show right now.
Tiene todo lo que tú ves.
Everything that you're going to see, it comes in with towels and
Hasta
everything.
los LED fireplaces.
The LD fireplaces and everything.
Así como se ve,
This is
son
how,
los materiales
basically, this is how, what the look is going to feel.
Okay.
que van a usar, van a entregar.
This is the
El
look
piso es
right here.
porcelana, pero se parece a piedra slate.
So it's porcelain, but it's going to look like a stone.
Okay.
Todo esto es brass.
It's brass.
Esto es slate.
That material
Esto
right
es
there is
marble
slate, and that
negro.
top, the top part here is marble.
Cada residencia, aunque sea un estudio chiquito, tiene lavadora y secadora.
Each unit has washer and dryer, even if it's a studio.
Okay.
Tiene su propia cocina completa.
And each one has their kitchens.
Viene con todos los accesorios.
And all the accessories that you're seeing here, it's going to come with the accessories.
Even the plants and stuff?
I'm going to hear that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, look at the bathroom.
That's beautiful. I like that.
That's beautiful. I think it's very, the design that company has selected, which she was showing, the Avcro company, it's very sleek and sexy and sophisticated.
Yeah, and that's what I like. I like that.
It's for, you know, people here in Miami like the sophisticated, not too dark or traditional, but very like new age, but modern, but it's also sophisticated. It's like a very, and I feel that they captured that here. Even the towels are going to be placed for you.
Spectacular. Muy lindo. Esto no se ve aquí en esta foto porque se aparece como negro, no es negro, es bronceado.
So in the picture, it looks black. Actual toilet, it's bronze.
Oh, interesting.
Muy
Like a
lindo.
dark bronze.
Like the accessories, like the finishes. You know, what makes really a unit is the finishes.
Yeah.
Estuviera dentro de la propiedad.
It's
Bello.
beautiful.
Divino ese color, me
Todas
encanta.
las
She loves the colors. This is the bedroom.
That's
It's
really
spectacular.
come
So
with a
you,
light.
you see the view that I was telling you for that
Yes.
studio, it's like this.
Oh, I like that view.
Yeah, it's
Which
beautiful.
one is that one?
That one is,
Sorry.
yeah, that one is, this is a corner.
I think I remember it. It was a studio. It was a corner studio.
So do you want, are you interested in making like a reservation and picking up the specific unit?
You know, I'm I'm almost there. I'm very interested. I just kind of feel like I want to get an idea of the space, what the space is like. You know, is this going to work for me to be able to stay here? So we're going through the units now, but I'd like to see the floor plan of the studio versus the one bedroom to see,
Yeah.
can I actually
So she
maintain
sent me the floor plans here. She has it all here. Give me a second. Let me go to the notes here. If you just bear with me. So I have the floor plans here. We just have to pick which floor plan. Because I do have the link for, let me go ahead and okay, so we're looking at, let's look at this and then we'll pick out the floor plans,
Es
okay?
muy urbano, chic.
Yeah, she
Eh,
said
Pero,
she.
Liza, una preguntita. Ahorita que veo esto. ¿De one bedroom tienen corner units?
No.
So this is a one
Lo
bedroom.
que son corners son de 2 habitaciones y los estudios más grandes.
So the big studio that we were talking about
Mhm.
has that look,
Okay.
the corner one. So she
Right.
was asking, do the one bedrooms have a corner unit? And she said,
Oh.
no, only the big studios or
Oh,
the
okay.
2-2s.
Okay, got it.
So when
got
I
it.
told her, because she was buying, and I have full disclosure with her because she had got interviewed and I had to get Piper signed. That's why I could share this video with you.
Yeah.
Basically, she was saying that, I told her, well, for the difference, now you get 2 bedrooms, and because she's got 2 kids,
Mm,
two younger kids, and she knows if she's gonna come, obviously, if she'll come, she'll have the other unit for maybe the kids and the nanny, and then, have the other unit for her, and
mhm.
or when she's not there, she could be renting out those 2 units.
Yeah.
I think it's great,
Yeah. Definitely.
So I thought that was super, and I told her, I think,
So this picture here is actually a studio.
yes.
Okay, I'm really surprised. It
I'm
looked like
gonna confirm like this
a
view right
penthouse or
here.
something.
Es que está súper
Ahora te
linda
voy a
esa esquina.
Le gusta como la L con los cristales.
Sí,
Voy
hermoso.
Sí, bello. Voy a mostrarte los planos ahorita. Vamos
She's
a
gonna go
buscar
through
ahí,
the floor
eh,
plans right now.
como te mencioné
Okay.
que tiene la tecnología inteligente.
So it has the technology, everything you'll be able to do from your phone. From
Right.
dining reservations to room service, to signing up for your classes, for the Chop Respond studio, 11 house car reservations, valet services. You can do package delivery services, dog walking services, everything on an app for
That's
the
great.
whole building. I think that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, people that are buying here want to just
Convenient.
live effortlessly.
Yeah, that sounds good.
So that's the new system that 11 is implementing in the actual 411 for the hotel and the residences, okay?
Yeah.
I actually like Tower 2 better than Tower 1 because Tower 2 is residences only,
Yeah.
not mixed with the hotel.
Yes. That's nice.
Because the hotel is gonna have a lot of people in and out.
Yeah.
And I think you want more privacy with that.
Right. That's
Mhm.
true.
las residencias, las luces, la música, todo.
Yeah, even like the music and everything like that, she was
Yes,
saying it's gonna
yes.
be in the actual app. So now she's gonna go through the floor plans, okay, which is perfect, it's what we needed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and thank God I
¿Cuánto es
recorded
la
this.
asociación?
$1.27 por pie cuadrado.
So it's $1.27 per square foot
For what?
for the association.
Oh, okay.
So it's $1.27. So times 688. So $1.27 times 688 square foot. It's about 873 for a one bedroom.
Mm.
Mhm.
Tengo en la lista exactamente para cada modelo que es en total mensual.
$1.25.
El de que pagaron, era 1,000 y pico.
Okay, there you can read.
Yes.
Oh, wow, that's so glad. That's so much better. Okay.
So much better. I was going blind.
Thank you for your patience.
So
So basically, we're looking at price points now that we can see the actual units. Let me see if she fixes this here.
that picture maybe was the residence one. It looks like that kind of corner view.
Yeah, the one that the one that she's showing in the picture, it's either residence one or residence one actually.
Because of the water, yeah.
Because of the
Because we still
water.
see water, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's residence one.
Okay. So that's a
Mhm,
potential option.
mhm.
I would definitely like to see how the layout is, whether, I can see the entrance into residence one.
Mhm.
Is it a loft? Is it, are those staircases or?
That's actually like the staircase. There's a door here to
Yeah,
go,
but it's
to go the staircases. Yeah, for the building.
for the building. So it's not
Yeah.
part of the unit.
No,
Okay.
that's not part of the unit.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Yeah, to see how the layout is. Where's the bed versus
Mhm.
the kitchen?
Mhm. Let me see. So, give me a second here. So yeah, that would be like the building there. And let me see for residence one, what they have on the list that she sent me. So for residence one. I'm like, let me tell her. Okay, so we have here on this list, resident one. We have a north view. So that would be the north view. And there's one on the highest floor is 4601. And it's 538, 650. The 37th floor is 508.50, and the 34th floor is 488, 250. There's only 3 units left
Okay.
of the one. And then of the 11, there's only 3 as well, which they have the 45th floor, which is this unit here, but that's smaller. What we need to see is the breakdown inside.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
that's what I'm telling her. She needs to see. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna see need exact layout inside. For which one? We're going for residence one?
Well, we would have to see what the floor plan looks like. I mean, there must be within this presentation, just the floor plan of the actual unit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you think?
And residence, yeah, hold on, residence 11. She wants inside. She wants details like the inside, because we get the presentation, like the views. What she needs to determine is like,
It's the
how's the
floor plan.
layout when you walk in through the door?
The floor plan
The
of the
floor
unit.
plan, yeah. That's what we really are trying to do. So I'm kind of replaying. I've been doing the best I can with replaying the video that I had initially with the other buyer that was in Spanish and translating it. And that's what she really needs.
I could probably go to the website and find it, maybe.
Let me see here. I don't think, and they don't really give a lot because they want you to get on the presentation with them.
I'm surprised the presentation wouldn't have a floor plan, though.
They don't like, that's what I'm gonna see here. Okay, here we go.
Mm.
Okay, I have, give me a second, because I'm gonna get the actual floor plan here.
Escoger el upgrade para que tenga un sofá cama.
It's the key plan, hold on. Let's, because the other person that was supposed to send me that, I have it here. Give me a second. Okay, I have it. So I'm gonna open it now and put it on the computer. Okay, I just uploaded it there. I'm gonna do a residence 1 and 11, okay? I just shared in my computer. Okay, so I just came into my computer. Let's do this one. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so this is beyond residence 1. And this is the actual inside. So in here, you walk in, you have a closet in the corner.
Okay.
And then you have the kitchen that is right here with the
Okay.
refrigerator. And then this is a bed that you can actually buy this like into a sofa bed. I know because I had a client that they're gonna give you that option as an upgrade. If you wanna make this like into a bed too, you can.
Okay.
Then you have another closet here, washer and dryer, and the AC unit.
Mhm.
And over here you have, this is the part that we were looking in the video.
Okay, so there is the balcony.
Mm-hmm.
What is a French balcony? Is that anything kind of special, or is it part of the unit?
Specifications, let me ask her for specification.
Because it looks like it's within the unit.
Specifications on a French balcony. If you could be more specific with that. She's answering me. She's sending me all the stuff.
Okay. And then the TV, does it flip like back and forth or something? There's a circle around the TV. Does it flip to the sofa bed?
Well, it actually pops up.
It pops
So the
up.
TV that has a circle around it in the diagram, does that mean that the TV pops up and down, or does it flip around? Floor to ceiling windows and sliding glass door, 2 feet of concrete and a rail. So basically floor to floor windows and a sliding glass door. So it slides the glass door and there's 2 feet of concrete and a rail.
2 feet of concrete.
Yeah, so 2 feet, like, you know.
So you can't really
You
sit
can't
up.
really be in the balcony, I'm assuming. So for the 2 feet of concrete, it's just to be seen. It's not that she can actually be out on the balcony, correct? She's reading my messages.
Yeah.
She'll answer me. She's great. Oh, but these are very, these are the questions you need to know. Then there's here in the bathroom, the shower.
Mhm.
This is a shower door and, the sink and the bath. And there's
Is there
obviously a
a
pocket
tub or
door
is
and you
there
have a little
utilities?
desk here.
Is there a bathtub or just a shower?
No, to just shower.
Shower, okay.
Is this only a shower or does it also have a bathtub in it? Because it doesn't have like here, like the,
Yeah.
the little, sometimes the floor plans actually, kind of like abbreviate what this means.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So a French balcony would be kind of like I sold a property that is about 2 feet of concrete. So it's kind of like, regarding the balcony, you cannot put furniture on the balcony or actually go out onto the balcony. You can stand in front of the balcony and look out to the outside. As for the piece of furniture with the television, it's a swivel wall unit that divides the seating area from the bedroom area. It will be controlled electronically.
Okay, got it.
Okay, perfect. Is there a tub? Or only shower?
Okay, got it.
Okay.
And I wish I could remember what the floor was. It a stone floor?
Yes, and I have it recorded here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna actually do something with her specifically for you. And
You could
record it.
actually just email me the presentation. I can just look at the pictures and just get a better idea. Because I feel like
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
do a whole presentation for you
thank
in
you.
English, not
Okay,
translated,
appreciate it.
with Liza.
Okay,
And then we're gonna go over the units that are available,
okay,
like if you were with her.
okay.
And then we'll take it from there. And I really appreciate your patience with me.
Thank you. I appreciate your time. I know you
Yes.
spend a lot of time going through this.
No
We made it
problem.
work.
I'll make sure that we get you what you need, and I'll also send you the EBBA, okay?
What is that?
The form, that you're gonna work with us.
Mm. Okay, yeah, I would definitely really like to just be sure because I was looking at Lofty Brickle, but I
I
think
sell
this may-
Lofty Brickle as well.
yeah, I think this may have more, but again, it's like I really want to be sure of what I'm doing. That's kind of
Yeah, I do. I have a presentation on Lofty Brickle that I can send you now. But Lofty Brickle is a different product.
I've already seen that. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm looking for something, but I'm thinking that this one is better, but I still don't feel like I have a completely
No,
clear.
you don't have a complete, but I will give you a complete so you feel
Okay.
comfortable. And then we can address all your questions.
Okay, all right. That
I'll
sounds
make it
great.
all a one-piece presentation.
Okay, thank you so much.
All right, thank you for your time.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank
too.
you. All right,
All right,
bye-bye.
bye. Can hear you.
Okay, are you okay with the recording?
Yes.
Okay,
Perfect. So very nice to meet you, Andrea. Pleasure. Sorry for not being able to join you all this afternoon. We had back-to-back appointments all day and a crazy company photo shoot. So I just finished my last appointment here at the sales center, and BB actually caught me and said, well, let's try to get Andrea on the phone again and maybe in a Zoom. And here we are. You are in California?
Yes, in Los Angeles.
Oh,
yeah, I
Wonderful.
mentioned to her that you had the rash and you couldn't do it, and then, I know that you had like the other stuff filled up, so.
Oh, I have actually a rash since yesterday. Here's some of it. I don't know what's going on. It's all over my body. I know you're in the med spa industry. I think it's stress related, but it's kind of crazy. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully it'll clear up. I'm taking some Benadryl and Zyrtec and calamine lotion, everything I can do.
Yeah, I hope you feel better soon.
Thank you, thank you. Well, the show must go on, as they say. So tell me a little bit about how did you find out about 11 Hotel and Residences? You know, we kind of are a very weird project that's very, we haven't done a lot of PR and marketing, but yet we managed to sell out of an entire building in 4 months, launch a second tower, and sell out of half of the second tower in a matter of 40 days. So I'm curious to know, how did you find out about it originally?
Oh, interesting. Well, I'm planning to relocate to Miami, you know, so much going on in LA, and I'm getting to the age that I want to retire my business after 20 years and just take life a little bit easier. And Miami is a place that I really am interested in moving to. And I've just been researching a lot on YouTube, areas in Florida, and I sort of have gone all the way around, and I was looking in Brickell. I want something that's flexible with the rental because I plan to go back and forth between LA and Africa, where I'm originally from and some of my family is. So I'll be spending about 60 to 70% of my time in Miami, and also the remainder in other parts of the world. So just been searching for a building with flexibility with the rental and something with great amenities, lifestyle. Pre-construction, I think, although I've been going back and forth between resale and pre-construction, but I think just in terms of, BB shared some really good information this morning about just the advantages of pre-construction over, resale condo. Kind of leaning towards that now.
Okay. Well, I will tell you, based on some of the information you're giving me, it sounds to me like 11 does fit a lot of your criteria, just as far as the type of product it is. But in addition to that, I think, whether or not you're looking for a resale or a pre-construction, we certainly break boundaries of what our offering is in terms of being literally a one of a kind in South Florida. We haven't been able to develop properties like this in South Florida historically because of zoning. So that's where our unique property is able to deliver a lifestyle concept that's similar to owning the most amazing hotel penthouse suite in Las Vegas. And, being able to come in, live the life, have the fabulous spa, the fabulous restaurants, then different types of nightlife that we have to offer, the beach club access. And then also, when you're not using it, it's not your standard residence. All of that is what's appealing to everybody that vacations, right? Or comes to Miami. So it makes it a very, I would say, a very lucrative property in that sense, because your pool of potential renters when you're not utilizing your property is filled with people who generally are going to be paying more for the experience at the property.
Right.
Because it's not your standard condo, right? So we have things like a helicopter service included, which is you pay for time, but there's a charter service. You go up to your rooftop and you can take a helicopter to the Bahamas if you choose to spend the weekend there. If you feel like you maybe are going to miss your flight to the airport because traffic is so crazy, you can hop on the helicopter and go to the airport. So that's one aspect. But then you have things like a day club, which is very Vegas centric in its element. Did you have an opportunity to see any of the marketing materials?
Oh yeah, we did go through some of it this morning, and it was nice. It's great.
So
Fantastic.
If you can do your, presentation, go through it with her. Because
Yes, I was just curious if you had seen the video, those kind of things.
No. We
No?
didn't do the video, no.
Okay, so that's part of my presentation, so I didn't want to be redundant. That was why I was asking.
Oh, okay. No, I would love to see anything that you have.
Yeah, she
Please
wants to
upload.
see the full presentation.
Okay, perfect. So
Mhm.
I am going to.
And then she can then grade me.
I'm going to I'm going to share my screen. Start broadcast. Okay. Perfect. So you are seeing my screen now, yes?
Yes.
Okay. I'll start with a great little video fly through clip that gives you a real understanding of the design of the property, the day club that I'm talking about, the residences in terms of their design, the rooftop restaurant, the Deepak Chopra spa. So you get to see a lot of that.
Great.
Are you able to hear the music?
Yes.
Okay.
You got me looking so crazy right now, yeah. Looking so crazy right now. Looking so crazy in love. Got me looking so
It's a
crazy
rooftop
in
area. We have
love.
3 swimming pools between both properties. Both buildings are connected. Building 2 has access to all of these social spaces and amenities, priority access for reservations at restaurants, nightclubs, venues, such as the sports book lounge, the Deepak Chopra spa, also priority access to appointments. Okay. Okay, so this video gives you a little bit of an idea of what it is that we're showing you. Now, I'm going to open the renderings to show you where the property is located, okay? This is the Park West District of Miami, which is the true downtown of Miami. Interestingly enough, we have over $15 billion of development in different phases happening right now. It is the fastest, largest scale of redevelopment of an area seen in the history of Miami. And what's unique about it in Miami's area, like what the type of property that this is, it's located in what would really be considered a downtown and a great city in any of the countries that we consider have the greatest cities in the world, like New York City, London, Paris, etc. What makes great cities? It's usually points of access, public transportation, bayfront public spaces, museums. We have 2 museums. One is the Perez Art Museum right here on the bay. We have the Philip Ross Science Museum right here, which has a planetarium as well as a planetarium as well as a seaquarium. This bridge right now is under construction. And this is the Spider Bridge that's being designed for South Florida. It's one of our first truly important architectural bridges that are being built here. This is the Adrian R. Center, which is a Cesar Pelli designed structure. Very important architect. One of the most renowned architects in the world who passed away a few years ago, Zaha Hadid, built a building here, designed a building here called 1000 Museum, which is this building with the exoskeleton that you see. Those units have been historically the most expensive in the Park West District, ranging from 5 million to 40 million. Now we also have Bayfront Park in this area. It's undergoing a $300 million renovation. If you see, there's a Ferris wheel in the background, Bayfront. So this is, parts of what makes great cities, public Bayfront access points. If you notice, there are no actual condos built on the Bayfront in this area. Everything is on the west side of the main street. The Port of Miami is actually located here. This bridge that I mentioned to you, 395, actually takes you down into South Beach. You're in South Beach in 10 minutes here. Your point of access for I-95 is west on the same roadway. Then you have right here where you see all this yellow light, something called Grand Central Station, which is the starting train station for Brightline Miami. Brightline, actually, Brightline takes you through all of Miami, and then has stops in Fort Lauderdale, Palm Beach, and ultimately we'll have a stop in Orlando. Between that, there are about 21 different stops planned for Miami. For Florida, to be able to take this train to as well. South here, this is all Brickell. Okay, so Brickell's all built up, but it's literally 5 minutes away. There's a metro mover that goes through all of Brickell and all the way to the downtown area right here. This is actually the depot. The metro mover train station right here on the bayfront. This is the stopping point for downtown. It takes you all through downtown, through Brickell area, through South Miami as well, which is pretty cool.
Is it anywhere close to the building?
Yes, all of this is within walking distance.
Okay.
So right here are the two buildings, okay?
Right.
So this is, the one on the right is the West Tower, the one on the east, the one on the left is the East Tower. The metro mover station, there's actually a station right here, which you won't be able to see the pointer, but right in between the buildings on the next street over.
Okay.
There's a station for pickup for the metro mover. Now, where you see the building with the balls on the top,
Yes.
and you see the green lot next to it,
Mm-hmm.
from that block going down about 5 blocks south, and then another 3 blocks in going east and 5 blocks down, there's a massive mixed use development called Miami World Center that is currently under development. It's completed its first phase, 2 more phases remaining. It's a $5 billion project. That project itself is refacing the entire district with residential towers, hotels, about almost 1 million square feet of retail in shopping, dining, art galleries, entertainment. There's actually a design district type area going in here. One of the largest Apple stores in the world will be located here as well. So this entire area is going to look completely different than what it looks like right now 5 years from now. It already does look completely different than it did 7 years ago. I launched this project. Hang on, where do you see? You can't really see it because it's hiding in this rendering, but you see this rooftop that looks like a ship?
Yeah, the Paramount.
Exactly. So I launched Sales with Paramount, which is part of Miami World Center 7 years ago. And 7 years ago, this looked empty compared to what it is right now. So over that course, you've seen the first phase. Give it another 5 years, you won't recognize it again. Another 5 years after that, forget it. Something completely just exploded with energy, vibrance, walkability, lots of activity in terms of public transportation because it's all in the surrounding areas. People can come here from places like Fort Lauderdale and Orlando and Palm Beach now, whereas historically it's been a pain in the butt for people living up north to get down here, to drive. It takes a long time, the parking, etc. So now with everything that's coming here, because it will be a central destination as well as the home of Art Basel, because Art Basel where it took place this year, the art events was right here on the bay. The tents were right here. So this essentially will be the true downtown of Miami once everything is developed. So now what happens with 11?
Eliza, you said it was 5 blocks away from 11, the shopping. I had thought that it was around the Paramount World Center would be where the new shopping is going to be. The new retail.
No, the new shopping is in Miami World Center. What do you mean? What I was saying is Miami World Center is really comprised, so you can't see the pointer. It's 5 blocks.
Oh, 5 blocks
of development, development, five blocks south, and then about 4 blocks east. See, let me show you something to give you. So you're understanding exactly where 11's towers are, right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to show you a video from Miami World Center. Have you ever seen that? Since you know about Paramount, I'm curious to know, have you had a presentation there?
I didn't have a presentation, but I've just been researching what's been going on because that's the reason why I want to be in the Park West area, because of the Miami World Center and all the
I
development.
see. Okay, so you actually ended up with the right person because I launched that project, and I can tell you a lot about that. And right now, I'll show you a video that I think will help you to understand exactly where that's located, what's coming. Originally, when we launched, it was supposed to be an indoor mall. They changed the design to all outdoor shopping, high street retail, because there was a study done showing that malls really were not the way of the future, indoor malls. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was 7 years ago. So the video that I'm going to show you was prior to that change of the shopping part, but it does really give you a full understanding of Park West as well as Miami World Center and how many blocks it is.
The center will be anchored by a distinctive new Bloomingdale's.
Can you all hear volume?
Yes.
Yes.
Miami, a city of international culture and mystique that draws people with its promise of energy and excitement. A city that is always awake, always alive, always ready for the next big thing. From the people who brought you unsurpassed success with the Mall at Millenia, the Mall at Short Hills, Beverly Center, and Somerset Collection, Miami will soon welcome 765,000 square feet of shopping and dining. Two of the most dynamic retail developers in the world, the Forbes Company and Taubman, bring you the Mall at Miami World Center. Florida surpassed New York to become the nation's third most populous state. Miami, a city of 2.6 million residents and a host to nearly 15 million visitors. With more than 12.5 million hotel rooms booked each year, Miami's hotel industry ranks among the best in the world. Headquarters to more multinational corporate offices and the largest concentration of domestic and international banks south of New York City, including financial institutions, foreign consulates, and foreign trade offices. Miami is a center of worldwide business. Miami World Center, a cosmopolitan development containing more than 28 incredible acres of residences, hotels, offices, and at the heart of it all, the Mall at Miami World Center. The Mall at Miami World Center is the most accessible location on the most traveled roadways in the most desirable destination in Miami. The Mall at Miami World Center has direct access to I-95 at 8th Street and I-395 at 2nd Avenue, making it the most accessible site in the region. In 2016, All Aboard Florida, a state-of-the-art passenger train, will link two of Florida's major urban cities with stops in Fort Lauderdale and West Palm Beach. At speeds of up to 110 miles per hour, more than 5 million passengers are expected to travel from Orlando to Miami in just 3 hours, bringing them directly to the door of Miami World Center. Minutes from Miami World Center is the Port of Miami, the #1 cruise terminal in the world. Welcoming nearly 5 million passengers annually, the port will become even more successful with the expansion of the Panama Canal. Miami International Airport, less than 5 miles from the Mall at Miami World Center, serves nearly 41 million passengers each year and is the second leading international gateway to the United States, following New York City's JFK Airport. With more than $5 billion in recent, current, and planned development immediately surrounding Miami World Center, the area will become the most vibrant cultural and entertainment destination in the market.
They're just right next to
the Adrian Arsh Performing Arts Center, designed by Cesar Pelli, lies directly north of Miami World Center and attracts more than 500,000 visitors annually. With enhancements underway, the 29-acre museum park is poised to become Miami's signature urban escape. The newly opened $220 million Perez Art Museum Miami welcomed 300,000 attendees in its first full year. The soon-to-be open $275 million Patricia and Philip Frost Museum of Science will amaze and inspire an anticipated 250,000 visitors per year. The American Airlines Arena, home of the Miami Heat, hosts hundreds of events and attracts more than 3 million guests each year. Skyrise Miami, the city's iconic 1,000-foot vertical entertainment center, will open in 2017. This $400 million development will welcome more than 3.2 million visitors each year. Just minutes from the site, and managed by Live Nation, lies the Bayfront Park and Amphitheater, hosting large events, festivals, and live concerts. Immediately south of Miami World Center, you'll find more than 30,000 students from across the country attending the Miami-Dade College
campus has the
and
most
introducing
fabulous-
1,000
most
Museum, a
culinary
700-foot
program.
residential tower
They actually
designed by
give
famed
individual
international
classes,
architect
cooking
Zaha
classes. They're
Hadid,
in a
will
great
feature
test
residential
kitchen,
units
if you like
ranging
to
from
cook.
$5 million to $45 million penthouses. Miami
Love
World
that. I
Center,
love
the
cooking.
new center of Miami. 28 incredible acres of retail, office, residences, luxury hotels, and amenities unsurpassed anywhere in Miami. The Marriott Hotel and Convention Center will include 600,000 square feet of convention space and 1,800 luxury hotel rooms, all in the skyline of the mall at Miami World Center. And linking the hotel and convention center to the mall at Miami World Center
This is
lies
the
the
Paseo,
7th Street
which is
Promenade, an energetic
Street
corridor
Promenade.
of restaurants, shops,
I'm sorry,
entertainment,
I
and
couldn't hear you.
residential towers, providing an
it's the
authentic
8th
Miami
Street
scene
Promenade.
where
This is part of
every
Miami World
night
Center,
is
also
different.
gorgeous,
Multiple
beautiful
towers
Lincoln
with
Road
one-of-a-kind
style
residential
area,
units
more
and a
high-end
boutique
shopping,
hotel
much
will
like,
create a vibrant urban
Design
community
District.
in the heart of the new
Right.
center of Miami.
So some, like I said, this is going back 7 years. Some of what is showing as planned is already developed, like Paradise.
The mall at Miami
like
World
Zaha
Center,
Hadid's building.
a
Some
cosmopolitan
of the
collection
buildings that you
of
see also
best-in-class
here at
retail,
Miami World Center.
chef-driven restaurants, and
Convention
dynamic
Center is still not
entertainment,
built yet.
all situated at the most
Coming down the
compelling
pike.
address in the most exciting city in the world.
That's what I was explaining to Andrea.
Sorry?
That was what I was explaining to that area. It's shopping center. This is going now.
Yes, and much of what you see here is that indoor shopping experience. So I'm going
The
to
center will be
stop
anchored
here
by a
because it's
distinctive
kind of
new
not relevant to the rest of our presentation since that plan
Okay.
was changed. It's,
Okay.
it's more of the high street retail for certain.
Right. Thank you for sharing that. That's helpful. So it's
Absolutely.
within walking distance from 11.
Exactly. The
Okay.
Miami World Center starts literally across the street from 11.
Okay.
Right.
Great.
Mhm. So that's a big deal here for us because even though what we're delivering is going to keep you probably entertained for days on end just at the property,
Mhm.
it's amazing to know that you have everything at your doorstep. You will have everything at your doorstep to be able to venture out and to do other things like go to art galleries, some other restaurants, chef-driven restaurants, or fast food place if you feel like it, or a grocery store.
Yeah.
You know, you have everything literally around you where you don't need really a car. And if you want to get out of downtown Miami, you
Mm.
don't need a car either. You jump on the train.
Right.
So that's pretty cool.
That's good for healthy living. We drive
Absolutely.
everywhere in LA and the work.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to get around in LA. I was very surprised the first time I went to LA and realized that it's not walkable.
No, it's not.
It was strange because I always envisioned it to be like this cool walkable place, but then I realized, oh wait, that's like Santa Monica Pier,
Yeah.
Venice Beach, you know, it's not really like what
Yeah.
LA is about per se.
Right. You gotta drive everywhere.
Yeah. So, okay, I want to go to the renderings for you of this second tower because the first tower, everything that you have, you know, you're connected to basically a Vegas style hotel. The bridge takes you over from your residence in your second tower building into everything that I've been talking to you about that is coming to 11. Part of your amenities is in there as well, all the social spaces as well as the the pools, the day club, the sports book lounge, the restaurants. But you also have the Chopra Spa, which has a whole slew of amenities that are like relaxation areas, this being one of them. This is a
Wow.
Twilight indoor pool.
Mm,
These are referred to as the water gardens. Okay, so you've got cold plunge pool here.
mm.
That's the polar cold plunge pool. It's very healthy. You know, you have a med spa.
Right.
You have the jacuzzi to spa tub here with the waterfall overlooking all of downtown, which is beautiful. And then you have this beautiful heated Twilight pool that is glass in areas. You actually see into green garden areas, which is beautiful. So in addition to that, there's steam room, hammams, there's a 9,000 square foot fitness facility. Anything and everything you ever wanted in your building is in this building for sure. Minus, I don't know if you wanted basketball courts and things like that. No, you don't have that here. Sorry.
I don't need that. I love the
But-
wellness component. It's very important to me.
Yes, and part of the Chopra way of living is you will have Ayurvedic treatments, but also Ayurvedic compounding bar where you get, they'll create different shots for you, tonics, juices, etc. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Then you have your helipad that I mentioned to you with your helicopter service. You have a very exclusive members only executive social club as well. All owners in the second tower are automatically members. There will be a select few memberships available for purchase. You must be referred. You must be also approved to become a member. Besides paying for it, a person that doesn't own here would have to actually be approved. So in this space, you have food and beverage service daily that's included in your maintenance. So it's light bites throughout the day, morning, noon, and night.
Wow, that's.
But then you have accounts, separate accounts individually. So let's say there's a cigar room here. There's beautiful bars that have exotic liquor. So let's say you have a business meeting and you're, wanting to impress that special someone you're about to close the biggest deal of your life with. You want to impress them with the most beautiful bottle of wine that, comes from a seller that is, I don't know, a $10,000 bottle of wine. You will have access to special brands of exotic liquors, fine wines, etc.
Wonderful.
Then you have this, I love, depending on what you do for a living. This is executive offices. So it is completely staffed. You have open workspace, indoor and outdoor, as well as 98 individual private office spaces for lease, either daily, weekly, or monthly.
Fantastic.
You have your own pool in Tower 2 that is more relaxed in the sense that this is swim, lounge, cabanas with bars, food and beverage service. Now, because you are attached, this is the bridge that takes you to Tower 1. Because you're attached to a Vegas style hotel, you also have access to 24-hour, 7-day-a-week room service because our zoning here is very special. That's what allows for the day club, the night clubs, and 24-hour service. Our restaurants, one restaurant will operate 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's the one that with the room service. Then you have 5 additional restaurants included that will have different hours of operation than are normal, as well as the ability to become like lounge music environments as well. So there's one on the first floor, there's one on the rooftop, there are 3 in the inside of the tower on the same floor. Those 3 will be managed and operated by Major Food Group, which is Carbone's people. I don't know if you've ever been to Carbone's.
I have.
You have not?
No.
Well, it's a celebrity chef driven restaurant. Mario Carbone is the celebrity chef. He has about 12, I want to say it's 12 different concepts currently under his brand, under Major Food Group. There's a few of them that have already opened here. Carbone's, then you have ZZ Sushi, then you have Sadel's. They're opening a few others here. You have Dirty French in our building, they're looking at Dirty French and then Carbone's Steakhouse, because the Carbone's that's open here currently is an Italian restaurant in South Beach. Carbone's Steakhouse is a little different. They have a teppanyaki type restaurant. Anyhow, they're 4 and 5 star restaurants. So that's a very, very unique also aspect of the property, because all owners have priority access to the property, whether it be the nightclubs, the restaurants. You have a lot of, I would say, a little, just under 1,000 unit owners. I would venture to say the entire property, the day club, the nightclub, all of that is going to be basically patroned by 11 owners more than anyone else, and 11 residents. Let's say you have guests in the hotel, they will be at the property mostly, and then owners and tenants, let's say, of the second tower as well. For instance, if you are using your residence or you're renting it, your tenant, if you have a tenant here for 2 or 3 months, will most likely, because they're also going to be given priority access to all the venues, they most likely will be the patrons. Now, one aspect to understand about our day pool and our nightclub, we operate a very unique type of entertainment in terms of, we have Grammy Award winning performers every weekend at the club now, Grammy Award winning DJs and artists. What we're going to do is double book them. So whenever somebody's playing here on a Friday night, Saturday, they'll be playing at the pool. I'll show you the rendering so you get an idea of what I'm talking about. This space right here, this is a 20,000 square foot space that has 28 individual cabanas that are furnished. They have bars. They each have this plunge pool individual to them. The ones on the first floor, the plunge pool is on the back side right here, behind the, I guess this side is, I think, the south side. So all of these will be for rent daily for blocks of time of 4 to 8 hours. Now, this is a digital wall that goes up about 100 feet. That's a platform. This Daniel Poplar sculpture is actually a DJ booth where their DJ sits at the head of the sculpture. They're standing, that's where their booth is. And then this is our DOS sound system. It's the 11 DOS sound system. It's a $3 million sound system. This is a club. So this is where it's, I was saying to you, it's kind of unique in that sense. You can, any Saturday or Sunday, end up at the pool and you might see Doja Cat or Lizzo or Dua Lipa or Post Malone or 50 Cent performing. So it's pretty unique in that sense. Now, if you don't feel like hanging out at the pool and you want to swim, you have 2 other choices of pools, a rooftop pool or the one that I showed you previously at Tower 2. This is a lounge area outside of the restaurant that's on the rooftop, Isabel. That's the restaurant.
Sorry, which one is beyond? Which one would we be purchasing? Which of the towers? Is it the East Tower, West Tower? East
Tower, exactly.
Okay. And is that called Tower 2?
Correct.
Okay, got it.
So they communicate the properties, which is why I'm showing you all of the amenities for Tower 1, because they are part of your amenity package as well.
Right. And the East Tower is the one closer to the bay, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You got it. So floor plans. Did you go over floor plans at all?
We tried to, we did go over some, but I'm still not completely clear in terms of which one would make most sense. Because I was saying it's somewhere that I want to live, but I'm not sure that there will be enough space for me to live there. If it's really more of like a hotel room kind of thing with very little storage, I may have to kind of reassess.
Well, let me ask you a question. What are you looking at in price point so I can place you properly and I can understand where it is that you'd be looking at, or what you should be looking at in the building?
I think somewhere 500 to 600, something around.
Perfect. That helps me immensely. This is your best buy in building, the 09 line. because this is going to be on the higher end of your budget, but you're talking about the least expensive price one bedroom that gives you space and storage and just in general a true one bedroom.
Okay. What
So-
kind of view does it give you?
That is the south side. Now, mind you, you are in a building that is not bayfront. So the
Yeah.
building has certain units have more views of water. Some have no views of water.
Mm-hmm.
Now the 09 line, for instance, this is the one bedroom that I'm referring to. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
See, it has more space than the studio.
Yes. I do see
Here.
that.
Mhm.
See the closet. Okay.
Here, I am able to put you into 21st floor at $644,000. So it's closer to, I mean, obviously it goes a little higher than your 600, but
Mhm.
it's over a course, your payment is over a course of 3.5 years, essentially.
Right.
So your first 20% is going to be due in this year. And then you have,
This
Another
year or
10
like 2021?
yes.
Okay. Okay.
And then 2022 will have you placing another 10%.
Mhm.
2023 will place you at another 10%. And then your balance of 60% would be at closing, which would be 2025. The end of the summer of 2025.
Oh, so it ends in 2025. Okay.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
your initial deposit is 10%.
Okay. So initial deposit is 10%. Well, we're in December. We only have like 2 weeks until the end. So does that mean the second 10% is going to be in 2022 or?
Your second 10% is going, so your first two portions of 10% are due in 2021.
Oh,
So
got
now
it.
a contract is 10%, and then February 1st, within 10 days of February 1st, you would place your second deposit. That's why I was saying to you, it's 20% in 2021. Sorry, you know what? I'm so nutty right now.
Yeah.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, 20.
I had there was somebody actually trying to come in, and I was watching to see where they were going because I'm by myself at the office. So I lost track. Sorry. The first 10% is due this year. This 20% is really due in 2022, broken up into February and then summer of same year.
Okay.
Then you have another 10% in 2023.
Okay.
That was 1 year after groundbreaking, so that's summer of 2023, and then your closing is summer of 2025.
Okay. I see. And then what are we paying up front? 40% or 50%?
40. It's a total of 40% until closing. Now you
Okay.
can always finance. I will tell you that developer contracts and pre-construction are not contingent upon financing. That doesn't mean you can't get financing.
I'm sorry, repeat that.
So you can apply for financing to close. Our
Right.
developer contracts, all pre-construction projects in South Florida, they are not contingent upon financing, but that does not mean you cannot actually close with financing.
Okay, so you have the option of doing both, either
Correct.
financing or cash. Okay.
Kind of what I explained in the initial presentation for condos.com, that you have the 15 days to do the due diligence.
Right.
Correct.
Right.
Right. So that refers to the fact that in South Florida, we're very good about protecting both the buyer and the seller from any kind of misunderstanding in terms of what you're buying. You do have 15 days to review your condo docs, review your purchase agreement. That's all after you've signed it and send your deposit, by the way. So even if after you sign and send your deposit, within those 15 days, if you read through and there's something that you decide, a reason you don't want to continue with your purchase, you have no problem canceling, receiving your full deposit back. It is the first clause you see when you open your contract digitally. So it's very clear there on the document.
Got it. Okay.
Now, I'm going to also let you know that We are selling quickly at the building. That is not a salesperson statement. Typically it would be, we only launched the sales November 11th and we are over 50% sold. We're about 265 units sold out of
I believe you.
461. It's
I
been,
believe
it's been a
you.
little crazy.
I know the Miami market is just exploding. I
it
believe
has.
you. I've been researching it for a couple of months now, so totally trust you and totally believe you. Can I ask a few questions regarding the floor plan?
Of
Is
course.
this like a walk-in closet or it's more of a?
This particular closet is a walk-in closet.
Okay,
So
but
the way it's designed,
it's open to the bedroom.
it's correct. So it's kind of like where you walk through your closet to get to your bathroom. I don't know if you've ever seen units like that.
Yeah, yes, I think I understand.
Mhm.
And do the closets come already with the
They do.
isn't it? Okay.
They do. They come with a shelving. Mhm.
And there's some kind of a door covering, or it's all open.
It's all open here. You walk through your closet to your bathroom. Now,
Okay.
if you elect to close this, you can. It just isn't how it was designed.
Okay, got it. So you just do that yourself. And it looks like the shower, is it like open to the bedroom?
No.
Kind of like, oh, it's not. There's a wall.
There is. Now, again, if you elected to change this because of the way the shower is designed, if you wanted to create a glass enclosure, you can. If you plan to live here, you can do whatever you want. We do
Right.
deliver this fully furnished, fully turnkey. But
Mhm.
if you plan to live here down the road and you want to change this, you know, after it's delivered, you want to make changes, you can.
Right. And are there any options with a balcony? Because I know this is just like the French balcony.
French balcony. We do. The price changes significantly. It's about $120,000 difference between those units.
Okay. And what
There
about
are
the
four,
studio?
just to give you an idea, this 3703 is 809,000. So that's a little bit larger than this one.
Mm,
And it does have a balcony, but it's pretty, you know, very similar in floor plan.
mm.
37th floor.
Okay. And are there any like larger studios with a balcony?
No,
Okay, so no
all,
studios
no.
have balconies.
They
Okay.
have French balconies. These are the
Okay.
largest studios, which are like junior suites, and they also have French balconies.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Now, the
Oh.
03 line with the balcony that I just showed you,
Mhm.
it has been the fastest selling.
Mm.
And that unit, we have 4 remaining.
And what floor is it on?
Lowest floor, 37th floor, highest floor, 42nd floor, ranging from 809,000 to 859,000.
And the lowest floor was what floor? 32?
37th.
37. Okay.
And I'll show you the view of that so that you get an idea of what I mean by some have water views and some do not.
Mm-hmm.
This is actually one of the units that you will see some water.
Okay. Well, that's nice.
Now, I would say that's more the view you're looking at.
Yeah. And it doesn't, well, anything could be built, I guess, in front of but you're still kind of far enough back that.
No, actually, so right here, what's under construction is the underpass and the columns for the spider bridge that's under construction.
Okay.
There's no buildings being built here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is not going anywhere. This says that's the Adrian Arch Center. And then this is the depot for the Metro Mover. It's this train station just right in front of the bay here. So basically the north side of the building is pretty much forever what you're seeing there. And this parking lot belongs to the Adrian Arch Center. There's no parking for Adrian Arch. That's it.
Okay.
Those are the northeast views that we were mentioning.
Talking about, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good views.
Mm-hmm.
Northeast and east, I think, would be good views.
Mm-hmm.
East, unfortunately, you're coming at a time where you can actually make a choice And this is where it's important to note, East has a lot directly across the street from us. This is the East view.
Yeah.
So the portion that would be blocked if a building gets built there is Miami, is the 1000 Museum, 10 Museum area.
Okay. I see.
So, mhm.
That's good to know. So Northeast might be the best option then.
I love the Northeast view personally. I also think, you know, you're talking about, let's see, the 06 bedrooms. Let's see. The lowest on the 16th floor, you can get a unit there for 743,610. They're a little larger, 668 square feet. The largest is the 03, but 37th floor, it's pretty much the same price as the Northeast. I still feel that the Northeast view will be long-term the most open and prettiest.
Right. Okay. So I guess I would like to maybe get a copy of the floor plan for the 03, the information on that, as well as the one you showed me the first time, the 600 and something thousand.
Okay, the 09 line.
Yes, and did you show me the view for that? I'm trying to remember.
Sure.
So
That is the 21st floor. It's really the south. This is the view.
So this is the view. And is any construction coming up?
Yes. Here. Right
Okay.
here. This lot eventually will
It's
have
gonna be
something there. Mhm.
Okay.
So really the view that you would retain is
Good. It's
that.
just that little, section over there.
Now, the building Paramount at night is quite lovely, which is a nice aspect of looking towards the south.
Yeah, it's pretty.
So that's the sunlight that hits it. But then at night, there's a light show at that building every day. If you see there's twinkling lights, they change the light show every day.
Okay. And that would be the view of the first one bedroom.
Correct.
Okay. Could you also show me an option for the studios? I like to just have the 3 options and know, okay, this is my mid-range, this is my top of the line, and this is my sort of like lower option.
Okay. Hang on 1 second. I am actually sending BB right now as we speak.
Okay.
Bedroom. So tell me, what do you think about the property?
I mean, I like it so far. I've really been trying to find something that will fit all the different things that I would like. And so far, this seems to have more of it than others. So I really like everything about it. I was saying to BB earlier, I'm really more into sort of contemporary, modern design, and some of the sort of areas a little bit traditional. But you can't have everything, right? I mean, you have a lot of great amenities. The wellness is really important to me. Having good amenities, flexibility in rental. So it's hitting a lot of the points that I'm looking for.
Okay,
I was considering lofty Brickell, with the flexibility of the daily rental and all that. But I think this has a lot more than that, from what I can see.
Well, it's a little different, right? So it's more geared towards entertainment, service, a little more high end, I guess, in that respect.
Yeah.
It's not so much about, when I say high end, I'm just talking about the service aspect.
Yeah.
Because I guess it's also it's resort style is what it is.
Yeah. Because really at Lofty, all you really have is the Brickell City Center, because other than the actual building itself.
Right.
what I could see, and the river. That's really about it. But this seems like by the time they build out the whole Miami World Center, and then you have all the museums and everything, you have everything right at your doorstep.
1,000%. That's actually a big factor of buying in the Park West District.
Yeah.
Forget that you don't see it yet. You see part of it. I showed you what it was to where it's come to already.
Yeah.
Once you do see it is when you've now become way priced out, because construction costs are going up right now. I don't know if you know that. That's a big problem we're having. And I say this to people, yes, we're more expensive than we were 7 years ago, price per square foot. But if you think we're expensive now, wait for 5 years from now.
Yeah.
And that's where things are going.
Yeah. I'm wondering, why is it taking so long when the other buildings are coming up in 2024? Seems like this one's going to take a little bit longer.
In what respect? So one of our buildings, the first building, is actually delivering in 2024.
Okay.
The second tower, which is the one we just started selling November 11th, is a 6-month differential in delivery. So that's why it's summer of 2025. Okay. We won't start breaking ground until summer of 2022. So it is a long line with the timing of delivery, 3 years. Okay. But it's a matter of when. So we are, typically a building has to be sold 70% in pre-construction to get their construction loan so they can start the process.
I see.
We probably will be at 70% sold much sooner than our anticipated groundbreaking date. But what that does to you is accelerate your payments, which nobody really wants.
Right.
So we're keeping it as is.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think it's hitting a lot of the points that I'm looking for. I definitely want to be in this area based on my research. So,
fantastic. Well, we want to have you in this area.
Well, I love that you're all women. I love to support women. You know, I know there's always options out there, but I love to, do business with women. So
thank you. I love to hear that. That's nice.
Yeah. Amazing.
I agree. Same here. Girl power all the way.
Well, you know what? I've been focused on selling to women in this building.
Oh.
It is true. You know, it's interesting. She's 100% right. She is, her buyers are mainly women.
Yeah.
Because I have to tell
men.
you, not,
but
the thing is, women are very attracted to the building because of the service.
Right.
And there's, when you're a professional, right?
Yeah.
And you want to be catered to because you worked so hard your whole life.
Exactly.
Women have power. That's what it is.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ladies, does this kind of give you a good backdrop of everything? Did I miss anything? Please let me know.
No, just that we're going to look at a studio option as well, just so that I have the 3 options.
Right. And I just sent over the 01 studios.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I sent you the 2 bedrooms and then the 01 line junior suite studio. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I have the 09 and I have the 01.
And then I'm going to send you the 05 as well, which is northeast. One is northwest and one is northeast. Okay.
And I also have the 03.
Yes, the 03 is the north facing.
Yes, north facing, and then we have the south, which is the 09, and then we have the 01, which is facing, the 01 is going to be facing south.
Northwest. 01's northwest. I'm sorry, I didn't label that. 05.
Northwest.
Northeast, junior suite.
After this presentation, I will be able to do a whole smooth presentation.
Yeah, I think, it's really good, BB, for some people to show the video of Miami World Center. I'm trying to edit it to shorten it because there's some things that I'd like to take out since they're older, but I feel like it's really visually able to represent what the entire Park West District is evolving into.
I mean, after watching your presentation, I didn't do that bad. It's not that I'm doing this every day after 8 appointments a day. I do, sell other buildings, so I'm pretty much well versed in all of them. But I definitely love 11. I'm actually buying there. I don't even know if I had talked to you about that. I've talked to you about the unit.
Yes, I know. We need to continue that conversation before you miss the opportunity.
Lisa, what is it, that green lot in front of the building before the building with the balls? What is that going to be?
So that's part of Miami World Center.
Okay.
That's
So,
where-
And that's what I was saying to you. Remember I said to you, there will be a building there?
right.
It's one of the buildings that is part in Miami World Center's master plan.
Okay, got it.
Mhm.
And then would you be able to send me the views that go along with each unit floor plan that
Yes.
you sent to me? Okay.
Yes, of course.
All right. And then to the left side, those shorter buildings, are they going to go up higher? There's like 2 buildings.
Oh, so that's the east side that I said to you, there's an empty lot and eventually there'll be buildings there. I don't know what's going there. So
Okay.
that was the reason that we're not really looking at the 06 line. We're looking at the 03 lines. If you're looking for view, if you're okay with half a view on the 09 line, that's where you have some water view over the Freedom Tower to Bayside. On the higher floors, you can see the Ferris wheel.
Okay. And if you could also send the floor plate so I can just get at my bearings on which line is where in the building. Like,
Absolutely.
I have all that. The floor plate,
Okay.
it's from from line 6, from floor 16, correct?
Yes, from floor 16 to 46.
To 46.
okay. And then how often do they release, like, the next phase of units that they release?
All the units are available that are available. They're on the open list. However, what happens is every time we sell 3 to 4 units in a line, there's a price increase.
Right.
Approximately anywhere from 2 to 5%.
Okay. Oh, and then I know that BB mentioned what the square footage, the maintenance. What is the maintenance?
Maintenance is $1.27 per square foot.
$1.27. Okay. So the larger the unit I get, obviously, the more it's going to be. Okay.
Correct.
All things to consider. Yeah.
Well, I've just texted BB everything. So you have the views, you have the floor plate, you have floor plans, you have everything you need to review. And I guess we'll talk in the next day or two. You'll get with BB and kind of see if this is the building for you to really separate a unit, make sure that you don't lose the price point you want to be at.
Yes.
Because that's important.
Absolutely. For sure. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure, Andrea. Thank you for your time. You ladies have a lovely evening. I'm going to get out of the office because it is dark and I'm not feeling so good about being alone here at this point.
I hope you feel better.
Thank you. Me too. I'm going home to take some more Benadryl, which will knock me out, I'm sure.
Yes, it does do that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Liza, for.
Thank you. You have a great night.
Thank you.
Bye, sweetie. Take care.
Okay, thank you, BB.
Okay, I'll go ahead and finish up the uploading with I'll merge. Do you want me to merge both videos, correct?
Videos?
Yeah, because I recorded both of them.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, perfect.
And you could include the pricing as well.
Yes, I will include it in the email.
Because I don't think she mentioned the studio pricing. Maybe she did.
The studio pricing, she did send it to me.
Okay, all right.
I have it.
You have yes, you have everything. And then I guess if there's anything missing, let me know.
Okay, got it.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Have a great night.
You too.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
Night. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you so much, BB. I appreciate all the time from this morning to now. And it looks like we have everything now. So I just have to.
Yeah, it's a lot different when she came in with the component because she's got all her folders in the Dropbox and I don't have access to that. If I would have had
Yeah.
access to that, then it's a little bit easier. But
Yeah.
from this recording, I had already done an appointment with her to have a general presentation. So just to give a little feel for you, what are you debating? Which buildings are you debating on? Lofty?
No, I really feel a little while ago I decided that Park West was probably going to be the area, and I was actually looking at some of those buildings, Marquee and Marina Blue, a couple of them to see, but then they have the like long-term rentals only. So that was because I love the bay view of those, and I knew it was going to be around the Miami World Center and everything, but they're long-term rentals. So, when I realized that 11 was going to be in the area, I was like, oh, well, let me look into this. So, so far, I think it has the most that I'm looking for. It's just missing the direct water views, which, I can live without that. I can go up to the rooftop or something if I really need to see the water view.
I mean, you'll have beautiful views. It's a city.
Yeah.
It's a city view.
Yeah.
It's a dynamic city.
Yeah. Yeah. After having lived in LA, it's like the draw of Miami is the water. So for me, I was like, oh, I'm going to retire in Miami and have this gorgeous water view I'm going to be looking at every day. But then, if I look at the amenities and everything this building offers, versus the water view, well, I should go for the amenities, really, I think.
Yeah, I think you're always going to feel that you're in the right place.
Yeah.
Where everything is happening.
Yeah.
that is a fact. Even
I'm like, I think I can wait till I'm, 70 or 65, 70 to really go for the really serene.
Yeah, then you'll call me and say, BB, you know what? It's time for us to sell this one. Get me a new one.
Yeah, it's time to get a real retirement place. I don't think I'm there yet. I'm kind of I'm in between, I'm not yet ready to.
Yeah. Well, you look amazing. I was telling Liza, she looks amazing. We get tips from her when she gets here. But yeah, I'll go ahead and upload. And if you want, I'll upload. I'll cut maybe the information I did on the video and merge this one together, splice it. And I'll leave the, like I did explain that the 15-day rescission period, you need to do our due diligence. And with different programs and things like that, I'll help you with all that aspect. Right. But I do feel that this is a very good purchase.
Yeah.
You'll be able to really appreciate it in 3 or 4 years when everything is done.
Yeah, I think so too. You did mention the rebate that you guys give back being up to 1.5% or something. I saw some things on your website, and I mean, there were different deals. And some were higher. So is this something that can go higher than what you quoted me?
Or? Well, once we go ahead and we select the unit, I go ahead and they let me know what the addendum is that we're going to do. We do offer that when someone does do the EBBA with us. So if you're gonna go with us, I would advise you to have the EBBA signed, and then I show it to and they'll go ahead and make an addendum to the contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Yeah. So I'll send you the EBBA. I'm gonna prepare everything now. When we get off the phone, I'm gonna have a little bit of coffee.
Yes, of course.
So I told her, she goes, "Oh, you're all dressed down." I'm like, "Oh, I know." I'm very casual today.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah, because I usually get made, fixed up. The last few days, I've just been so much like computer. I've just been very comfortable with my own self. But yeah, I'll go ahead and prepare everything she sent me. All I have to do is upload the video. I'll put the link. And I don't know how you feel about this. Would you like me to send a separate email for the studio, a separate email for the 09 line? So you don't have it all, you want it all in one email?
Yeah, you can put it all in one.
Okay, I'll put all the floor plates in one email. So I'll put it all in one email, and I'll put it on 11.
And that video, I think it is online. It's on YouTube. Anytime you search for E11, that video comes up. So if it's a hassle to add it, don't worry about it because I can.
I'm gonna add the video with the presentation. I'll
Okay.
add this video, and so they're all on YouTube, so there'll be little links.
Okay.
And I'll label the links.
Okay. That sounds good.
All right, wonderful. So I'll send that to you. I'll send you a little text message if that's okay with you. Once I
Yes.
send you the email, and then we'll stay, connected. And if you have any questions after you review, you're more than welcome to contact me at any time. And we'll, I have a very good relationship with PMG and Liza, so they're very fast in responding as far as, any questions we may have.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
I will ask you one last question.
Sure.
Are you familiar with Paraiso, the Paraisos in Edgewater?
In
The
Paraíso?
Yeah, condos, the Paraiso Bay. Are you familiar with
Yeah,
them?
that's an older building.
Yeah, I mean, it's not pre-construction.
Yeah. Yeah, I know which one it is, but that's
Right.
an older building, yes.
Yes. How would you rate that compared to this one?
It's no comparison.
No
It's like
comparison.
comparing a Bentley. No, that's not in this level.
It's just, more of just a residential condo.
Yeah, no, it's a nice
park.
place, but it's not the level.
Gonna be in the
No.
same level.
No, it's kind of saying, it's a beautiful building. I
Yeah.
would compare it like in cars. I would say that it's maybe, it's kind of like another level.
A whole
It's not
different-
like the luxury. Yeah, this is a very unique building, and I sell all of them. I sell Lofty, Region Rise, I sell Una, I sell Missoni Bahia, I sell Aria, I sell Diesel right now, Diesel Winwood.
Right. How would you compare this one to Lofty?
It's not the same category.
Yeah.
It's kind of saying it's a Mercedes, Lofty is a Mercedes.
Yeah.
Which is a good car.
Yeah.
But it's not a Rolls Royce.
Right. So what would you compare to this one? Like if you were gonna say there's something that's
this is a very it's not, none of them have these type of amenities. They don't have that you can go to a concert. They don't have where you have Chopra Spa. They don't have where you have five of the finest restaurants with the best chefs. They don't have accessibility. Brickell has walkability, right? Lofty does have the walkability factor. Okay, it does have an Airbnb factor, so you're gonna have a lot of people coming in and out.
Right.
The units are finished for you, kind of what 11 is offering. It's just they are gonna have a very nice restaurant at the marina. Okay, for Lofty.
Yeah.
It's just not the same level. It's like I said, it's a Mercedes, but it's not a Rolls Royce or a Bentley.
Right, got it.
So you tell me, BB, what do you like? Do you like Mercedes? Is a beautiful car. It's a beautiful luxury brand. And so is the developer's a good developer as well. But this is kind of like a unicorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna find I'm actually, like I told you, I'm looking at a unit. I know I've sold a couple, but I just feel with everything that's happening in Park West, you have to, I've been in the business 28 years and I'm a native Miamian. I when I was young, I got my license when I was 18. And I always said that Miami would be a metropolis. Yeah. It's a metropolitan city, and people from New York, because I traveled to New York and I've done business there, it will never happen. I go, oh yeah, it will happen. Yeah. We're a very young city, but it will happen with time, and it has.
Yeah.
because a lot of people from New York and LA are really buying here, and we have
Yeah.
from other countries.
Yeah.
But we really truly have a melting pot of different nationalities, different countries. We are a port for, you know, South America, for Central America, for Asia, for, you know, all countries, Middle East. It's just kind of like a point where everybody comes and it's a hub.
Yeah. Yeah.
And 11 is very artistic. I feel that it has a very youthful vibe as well, but very sophisticated at the same time. So
Right.
it has that feeling that if you want to have a little fun, you can, but if you also just want to, you know, lay back, you can also, you have those two choices there.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's not that you're going to have a concert at that pool level at Lofty.
Yeah.
You're not going to have that option. If you wanted
Right.
to, you're not going to have, you know, members only, you know, place in Lofty. It's going to be beautiful, but it's not going to be compared to 11.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just two different, it's two different
Yeah.
products.
Yeah.
It's not a fair, you know, like they're also building Astoria, a Waldorf Astoria. That's another product too. But that doesn't have the factor that you can rent it out for 30 days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I've also sold there with them.
Yeah.
So me personally, I've seen a lot of projects in the beach and everything. This is a very nice, unique building.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. And if you have any questions, I'll be candid with you. You know,
Yeah, I appreciate it.
It's a relationship that we build. It's not just, it's a very important decision you're making.
Yeah, my
So,
retirement, it really is. It's everything. My lease over here for my med spa will be up in 2 years in 2024. No, 2023. So I was looking at a place to move into in 2024. So it'll just be an extra year, I guess. I gotta like figure out, you know, that what I do in that interim, whether I just rent for a year or stay in LA for a year but yeah.
well, we can figure that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, because I always say if you look too much in the future, that gives you anxiety.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you look too much in the past, that gives you depression. I think right now, yeah,
You take it one day at a time.
you take it one day at a time. And right now you're blessed that you can purchase something for your future.
Yeah.
And
absolutely.
maybe at that point, you know, we can decide, you know, options for you. Because if Tower One, maybe they have in Tower One and they have options that you can stay there, or, you know, while your unit is getting ready.
Yeah. You never
You
know.
can actually stay there too.
Yeah, that's true. That
You
is
know,
true.
just like you're gonna rent, you go rent in Tower One while your Tower Two is being built.
Yeah, and I figure if I don't like it, then I can just sell it and start over.
You can just say, you know what, BB, let's put it on a plan. Let's start booking, because you know the bookings go, you start booking. You make your own website, or you do a management as far as how you're gonna do that, and you do it before, and you start getting reservations.
Right, and if it's a really popular place, and I won't want to pass up the money, I won't get to
No,
stay
you
there
say,
very
well, you know what, at closing, I found you another buyer, you could do a flip.
often. Right.
There's so many, I think when you're at the stage where you're at, you have options.
Yeah, yeah.
And you have something that's tangible.
Yes, yes.
And it's, you know, you're getting it at the price now. That's not going to be at the price it's going to be selling a search. I would probably say, you know, the square footage right now is around 1,500 square feet. $1,500 per square foot.
Right.
So I do not project that to be the same price in the next 3 years for that area.
Yeah, I think it's gonna double or something, or at least be.
I've always had a good vision for properties. That's been a gift I've always had. So I know that Park West, anything you do buy in South Florida, you'll be very happy with. But that's a very unique property. I do love that property. I love what it offers. I love the finishes. I like what it brings as far as, you have choices when you wake up, if you want to go to, to the lounge, if you want to go to the pool, you want to
Mm.
just, relax, or you just want to have a little, be with more people,
Mhm.
where, there's entertainment happening. If you have, the office where you have that option within the building.
Right. Yeah.
Just take an elevator.
Yeah.
You don't
That.
have that in Lofty. You don't have those options there.
Yeah.
It is a beautiful place because I sell it. I'll sell you the friends and family, which I did with Jennifer.
I'm sorry.
Who did the presentation for you at Lofty? Jennifer?
Oh no, Goritz or something.
Oh, okay. I work with
don't know.
the sales director and the owner
Uh-huh.
of Cervera, but I'll send you that too. I think you've already made intuitively your decision. You-
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, of course, it doesn't hurt to look, but I think you're right. I think this is.
You've already made it. I've been doing this a long time. People know inside what they want. They just gonna
Mhm.
keep on looking to see if they find something, and then your inner voice will tell you, they revert you back to,
Yeah. Yeah.
and like I said, look at, I'm gonna put everything together, review it again,
Mm-hmm.
sleep on it and review it. If you have any questions, I'm always on my
Yeah.
phone. I
Okay.
do work late, okay?
Sure.
So I know that you're at a different time zone, but I do work with different time zones
Mm-hmm.
with people, so I am available. That's just how we have a concierge service, okay?
Right.
So don't
Right.
feel like, oh, BB is only from 9 to 5. I'm not. I'm very around the clock.
Okay.
If I'm up, I'll answer, and if not, I'll answer. I wake up really early too. I wake up at 5:30.
Okay.
But I go to sleep late. So I usually get, since I meditate, I basically, my sleep is deep within 3 or 4 hours.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. I
Yeah.
have two more things to say before we go. If you could also include the payment structure, just so I, the 10% and the dates and all that, so I have that in my mind.
Okay.
And then you representing me as the buyer's agent, are you going to negotiate with me? I mean, with the developer on my behalf? Like, is there, how does the process work? Because
Well,
you
with 11, there's really not a lot of, they don't really negotiate.
say anything. So all we're doing is just relaying the information.
There's not a lot of negotiation. I can maybe ask her. I didn't ask that on the other sales because they have such a high volume of sales. But like, for instance, I had, most of my buyers have bought with crypto. So
Mm-hmm.
I did negotiate for them. There was a fee that they charged,
Mm-hmm.
and they waived that. They gave an addendum that they're gonna give them a credit.
What's the advantage of buying with crypto? Is there any advantage?
You're shifting your money over in crypto, in real estate. So
Yeah.
it's the only company, it's really the only, real estate right now that's taking crypto as a depositor for purchase.
Okay. Okay. I see
So
what
a
you're
lot of people
saying.
have cashed out their coin, they've
Right.
made money already and they want to cash it out and diversify it into real estate portfolio. But real estate is just a very traditional, safe investment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and crypto is the future. Plus, that's another thing. The FTX is actually the exchange company for PMG for the deposit.
Mm.
The
Okay.
arena is no longer called American Airlines.
Right.
It's called the FTX.
Right. Right.
Because we're
Right.
becoming the hub for crypto.
I
Our
see.
mayor here in Miami is accepting in different places to pay your property taxes and different things that we're going to be doing with crypto here.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
There's a lot of innovation that's going on. I'm glad to be part of all that's happening. But I've always been a visionary, and I've always seen things like that developing here, because we are out of the box here in Florida, in South Florida. We do think out of the box, and I think that people that are buying here and investing here, they like that. We have a lot of the CEOs from New York that have relocated to Miami.
Yeah. I'm just trying to understand, is there a specific advantage? Like if I had crypto, could I just cash out my crypto and just buy in cash? Or is it an advantage to just transferring my crypto for the deposit? I'm just curious.
Well, a lot of people that, for instance, if they were in China or in other countries that they couldn't take out their money, they do have an advantage because they can't take out their money.
Oh,
They do it with crypto.
they can't take out their money. Okay. They
No,
don't allow them to.
no, in China, you're only allowed to take $50,000 a year.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I have a CIPS, so I'm a certified international property specialist. So I deal with different, nationalities and what happens in their countries. So there's an advantage there. I believe, depending on your crypto, how you're doing it, the capital gains, how it works. Do you have crypto right now?
I don't. I haven't really gotten into it. I want to look into it.
Well, we give you
Sometimes I
crypto.
get, one thing I can say is sometimes, like, obviously I have a business and I get paid in cash. And sometimes depositing it in the bank, if I deposit anything over a certain amount, they charge me for it. So sometimes I end up like having cash, which is not good, and I haven't deposited in the bank yet. So I'm thinking maybe I should just buy some crypto. I don't know if that even makes sense, and then.
Well, I mean, that's a whole new world.
Yeah.
So, I'm not
It
really
could go up and down, right?
that's something that when you buy, you just leave it there.
Okay.
And
But then it can go up and down, right?
Yeah, it goes up and down. So you want to monitor, and then there's coins, and then there's, there's different cryptocurrency, right? There's Bitcoin, there's Ether, there's a lot of different ones. And then, like, for instance, the latest one that went up, like the last 3 or 4 months ago that came was Shiba, and we've heard of it. And, but then the market had like a shift like a week and a half ago. So it went down, but then, you don't sell, you just keep it there. It's kind of like you put that there and you leave it sitting there. But as far as if you're interested in doing the, your deposit here, at least knowing that the property is going to evaluate in the next 2 or 3 years. And as people, it goes up, it's going to go up in value as far as price per square footage. And in the area, there's a lot of development. I also showed you, I think you also saw the video on Casabella too. That's a very different building, but it's not like 11. It's a beautiful building. I love it.
That's another one I had been looking at as well. It's like I started out with, Edgewater, serenity and peace and beautiful luxury. And then I just keep on getting more and more.
Yeah, if you want to be on the water, by far, my recommendation on the water is Masoni Bahia.
Oh, okay. I never really looked at that.
If you want to be on the water. Okay.
Yeah, but then it doesn't have as much of these amenities as,
I have a video on Masoni Bahia that explains, if you want to see it, it's like literally like maybe 15 minutes. It's not very long, but it is a presentation. And she does go, I'll show it to you real quick.
I mean, if this is getting too long for you, I know it's late.
No, I mean, this is what I do. I mean, my showings they take a while. This is a big investment,
Yeah, I understand.
Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and show my screen.
Let's go back the other way, and let me start from the top, and then we'll get into floor plans after. So Masoni Bahia is in Edgewater. Are you familiar with Miami or not so much?
Yeah.
Okay, so Biscayne in 26, it's waterfront. It is the last remaining waterfront property to be built on in that area. What does that mean? That means that obviously the rest of Edgewater will be redeveloped, but all of those new developments will be on the west side. So they'll all be, an inferior piece of property compared to this. This is the only branded building in Edgewater. So the brand is Masoni. So founded in 1960, luxury Italian brand, the fashion brand. So it's all about, you know, lifestyle, fashion, Miami. So the developer thought that it fit very well into the Miami lifestyle. So that's why he chose that brand. The fashion brand is very involved in every single detail. So the lobby, everything will be curated, the common areas, the lounge chairs, which is incredible. The developer is Vlad Dornin, who's Oppo Group. He's Russian. He's built 75 million square feet of real estate internationally. He's also the owner and the chairman of Aman Resorts. So Aman is a 6-star international hotel chain. And he's bringing in his team from Aman to curate the common areas and the spa. So you have that Aman culture. And if you're not familiar with Aman, I invite you to look it up. I mean, the hotels are outrageous. They're in very remote locations all over the world. A stay there, I mean, they're super expensive, but it's ultra luxe, right? So it says a lot that he chose to develop here and that he's bringing in his team from Milan. So the building is comprised of 57 stories. It's only 249 residences. So it's it's not super boutique where it's 100 units, but it's not, you know, a typical 500 unit building where a lot of, when you go to resell, a lot of people, you know, don't like buildings that are that big, you know, because they think, you know, 500 people plus their boyfriend, girlfriend, spouse, their children, it becomes a lot of people, you know, so that's good. And you have 30,000 square feet of amenities. So you have real resort style amenities. Here you have a map of Miami, even though you say that you are familiar with Miami. So you cross that bridge right there, the Julia Tuttle, you're at Miami Beach in 5 minutes.
So are you familiar with this area?
A little bit. I'm getting to know it more and more.
So this is Park West.
Mm-hmm.
Right here, all this whole area here, right? This is all Park West. This is the Bayside area. Mm-hmm. This is where the Spider Bridge is gonna go. Mm-hmm. This is where Casa Bella is gonna be built, and it's known as the Cultural and Arts Area. Okay. Then we have Wynwood right here. We have Midtown right here, and we have Design District. Over here we have Edgewater, which is where you're seeing. So there's two bridges that go into the beach. South Beach takes the MacArthur Causeway, which is the view that, so 11 is going to be right here. Okay, right? Can you see my cursor?
Yes, I can.
Yeah. That's where 11 is going to be the two towers, okay? So you can have that perspective. And this is where the central station that we were mentioning is at. So Missoni Bahia is right on the water, and you will see views because I do have views to show you, okay? And then this is the Julia Turtle Causeway, which also goes into the mid beach area. And I'm gonna move, I don't know if our picture is covering, and it goes into the beach. So whatever you decide to buy, you are in the heart of everything, okay?
Right.
And you will be traveling.
Does Missoni, is it flexible rental? What kind of rental?
No, they don't.
Okay, it's a long-term rental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of these buildings are gonna be, except for like Casa Bella has your option, 11 has your option, okay? Now I think Casa Bella is not, you cannot rent it 12 times a year. You could only rent it 6 times a year, okay? And that I mentioned, it's in my presentation.
Right.
But
11 is 12 times a year.
12 times a year, that is correct, okay? And Lofty, which is right over here, is gonna be an Airbnb, so it could be daily rentals.
Yeah.
So like I said, 11 is a different product than Lofty.
Yeah.
And they're all very different, but we'll go ahead. It's not very long. It's only like 4 minutes, but it has a very good, and I kept it very short because people's span of attention, they get a little bit like exhausted with too much information. So it's a very cute, condensed presentation here.
Okay. In Wynwood Design District in, 2 minutes, and you're in Brickell in, less than 10 minutes. And the airport also, it's just, I live myself in Edgewater. And I love it. I love the location, and being directly waterfront is obviously something.
This is the Una residence that I was talking to you about.
Here you have other projects by the developer. So he's redoing the Crown Building in New York on Fifth Avenue. That's delivering now. So that's going to be a gorgeous project of his here in the States. And then all of Moscow, all of the skyline, he basically built it. So he's a huge builder in Europe. He is one of the most trusted and reputable developers in Europe. And now he's making his way over to Miami. So here you have the building, and you see the other surrounding buildings that'll be behind it. Here you have the entrance. So you have a grand triple ceiling height lobby, 24-hour concierge, 24-hour security. You have the main entrance. So this is going to be like white glove service. Here you have the lobby. And all of the furniture will be Missoni as well.
And sorry, Daniel, just to interrupt for a second, just one entrance or just one lobby?
There is one point of entrance, yeah. So it's going to be the back side of the lobby. You're going to have a little lounge area.
The volume is gone.
A few, very few, I want to tell you 2 in Miami, Olympic-sized pools. So you're gonna have really lush landscaping. So just an absolutely gorgeous terrace there and amenity deck. They're gonna have yoga classes. So here you have an aerial view. So the parking structure sits below this amenity deck. You have a tennis court, you have an Olympic-sized pool, you have this yoga lawn here where they're going to do daily classes. So they're going to have programming. The Aman brand is all about health and wellness. So he's bringing that into this building. They're going to have weekly programming for all sorts of different things that are health and wellness oriented. For children, there's going to be a little splash pad here. You're going to have this lounge pool, and then you're going to have a jacuzzi with the Olympic-sized pool. Crossing over into the tower, you're going to have 3 full floors of amenities. So you're going to have this dining room here, a game room, billiards room with TVs, and then all of this indoor bay lounge is going to be also like a little co-working space. But if you wanted to reserve it to have people over to have a party, all of these spaces you could reserve. And then this here is floor-to-ceiling windows. So you have this gorgeous view overlooking the water, and then you have this bay terrace pool here. There we go. So facing the water, you have this cantilevered pool. So you're gonna have like an infinity style pool, and then you're gonna have the fitness center that overlooks that pool area, and then you have the lounge space here. Why it's not letting me? There we go. These are the views from the pool. So the views are absolutely stunning.
Spectacular.
It's beautiful.
No, the views don't get any better than this.
Yeah.
And in this area, you know, it says a lot that there's nowhere else to build, you know, so this is going to be one of the last remaining projects that has this kind of a view with this location. You have tennis courts that also double as basketball courts, the children's splash pad area, children's playroom, the fitness center. And I'm also going to send in the email that I sent you, there's a video, and I think that in the official video, it's really good to look at because it gives a really good overview of the whole project.
I will do that with him after as well, and I will upload it in his file so that you both can look at all this together and skip the dog park and all that good stuff.
Perfect. Treatment rooms, so you're gonna have a spa.
So that's the presentation.
Okay. It just now made me realize that I didn't see the fitness room for 11. Is there a fitness center? I mean, obviously, I'm sure
After,
there is.
because we did not see that, and I haven't seen it either. So let me ask.
Or
Do you
or a
have-
lot of the amenities other than the lounge, the sports
Send
bar.
me, please send me fitness center rendering.
Massage room, if they have one. I'm sure the spa probably will have.
Yeah, the spa. She showed the spa room
Mm.
and spa renderings.
I don't think there's any tennis courts, right?
No.
It's kind of like a different, yeah.
Yeah, you know, a lot of buildings don't have a tennis court. That's the only
Right.
one that really has a tennis court.
Right. I think it's
So,
more.
but I
other
love, I
outside
like
the
that
city.
building. That building is
Yeah.
very nice. It's for someone that does not want to have rentals there, you know? I
Yeah.
have buyers that, you know, that tell me, listen, I'm not interested in renting.
Right.
I'm interested in coming 7 months out of the year. And I want to be in a building like this that's quiet and, you know, and then you have people that want to be in a nice, you know, this other building, Tower 2 is very different because Tower 2 is very upscale. You're not gonna see, like, for instance, Chopra Spa. That's not gonna be the spa that's there. It is gonna be a beautiful aesthetically placed because it is with a brand, Missoni Bahia, which is a designer. So it's a brand, but it's just they're different styles.
Yeah. I see.
They are very different styles, but I did want to show you because I know that you're going to be making a decision and looking at what, and this is also, Missoni Bahia is going to be delivered by fall of next year.
That's pretty soon.
Yeah, that's pretty
What is the
soon.
price point versus 11?
So you're looking at Missoni Bahia, the 2 bedrooms. I believe a 1 bedroom was going in the 700s, 800s, like, you know, mid 700s. The 2 bedrooms are like in the 900s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense since it's already so far into the building stage.
Yeah, and the other building, you know, like I said, 11 is something that you can kind of do the payment plan. You know, I know you still have 2 years for your business. But I wanted to show what it is. And like I said, if you come down here and you have to come on that year, we can get you a place where you can stay.
Yeah.
You know?
I know. Yeah, okay. Well, all sounds good. I look forward to receiving everything. So I
Okay,
can put my
perfect.
thinking cap on.
Yeah, I will put everything together tonight for you.
Okay, thank you so much, BB.
You're welcome. You have a good evening.
Okay, you too.
Or good afternoon for you, right? What time is it?
It's
like
almost 5 p.m. So we're going
almost
to the
5. Yeah, so
evening.
you're going into the evening hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so
Alrighty.
much.
You
Okay.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.